Yay, it worked. What is up, Earth's mightiest subscribers? It's Blerd Without Fear. Also, joined by Robo of Left Face TV, and apologies for being late. Plugins. The real villain. It was plugins are the real monster all along. It's not man. Man. Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. There you go. Let me mute that because it's also running through. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, MBs, kings, queens, cosmic beings, I've had a hell of a day so far. And it's only really just begun. So, that said, how are you doing, Robo?
I'm actually, so I had a hell of a weekend, right? So when I say weekend, I mean weekend till tomorrow. But today, it seems like my day has gone a lot better than yours.
Yes, it has. Yes. So far, so good.
But we're here now,
jinx it.
right?
I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to jinx it. So we're not going to talk about it. I don't want to jinx it. So
I mean, we're live. I don't hear myself. I see you. Like we're good.
We're getting somewhere. We're you know what? It's I guess I can tell the story. You know what it is? I was trying to be great, and that's the problem. That's the real. That is the problem. I tried to be great. I flew too close to the sun, and it's my own fault. It's my own fucking fault.
Damn.
So yeah, there it is. That's the reason. There is no other reason beyond that one.
Yeah.
I guess.
What's up, everybody? Oh, buddy.
I was about to say, if you're just now tuning, well, if you've been here, you've been waiting on us patiently because we showed up on Minority Standard Time because my ass tried to use a plugin to do something cool that apparently just ruined everything. If you just got here, Robo, he's wearing a hat.
Is it cold in here? Is that what it is?
It might be. I don't know, man. You never know these days, man.
We already brought up what's going on, what my warrior son is going through right now. And so we had to do it. He had to get rid of the locks. And so I did it with him. And this is what we got.
Oh man. Woo! Dude, look, you know what? I gotta give it up. I gotta give it up to you, man. I gotta give it up to you. Look at you. Looking like new money out here.
Right?
Dude, I like it.
Like so I was, here's the deal. 1999, I joined the U.S. Air Force. They send you out to basic training. They shave your head. That was the last time I've ever shaved my head.
Oh.
And yeah, I've never shaved my head. I've worn my hair short,
right.
different lengths of short, but this is the first, and I was like, man, and I was also about maybe 120 pounds ago too. So what does my head look like? And I was nervous. I was like, man, lucky I love you because I don't know what my head's gonna look like. I think it's pretty nice. I think it's all right. It's all right.
It's like, you know what? It's like, it's going to be good. We got this.
Yeah.
We got this.
Yeah.
Well, man, and it's funny. This is going to be a real interesting stream. I'm going to say that ahead of time because not only was everything just getting, kind of royally fucked off from me choosing to use a plugin, it's continuing to do so because I still have no understanding of why you are coming through two different audio sources at once. It is absolutely positively fucking baffling. But you know what?
Damn.
But you know what? It's gonna be okay. You know why?
Adapt and overcome.
Well, yeah, exactly. Adapt and overcome. I'm pretty sure that is something that one day I will get good at. Are you
able to lower the other source and just so you can hear it?
Yeah, but it's the main source is the problem. It's the main source, and it's where basically a bunch of other shit's gonna be coming through. So what we're gonna do here? This is what we're gonna do. You know what? This is what we're gonna do. This is our
That's
life
gonna be
now.
rough.
No. This is our life now. This is our life now. This is what we do now. It's not gonna be a thing. This is not gonna be a thing. I'm not gonna allow it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna allow it to be a thing. Because
Hey, chat, do you hear me fine, right? Chat, you know, I'm not coming in twice for y'all.
I don't think it's
so Robo looking his age now.
Damn.
Is that up or down?
I was about to say, dude, first off, that's wild. That goddamn. Like, okay, I guess.
It could be good though. It could be good.
It could be good, but I mean, goddamn.
That motherfucker looked 68 before.
God, like, man, dude, look, your shit was looking rough, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what you thought you had going on, but you look old as fuck.
Damn. Okay, all right. Well, you know what? Everybody says it works fine, so that's just what we're gonna go with. That's what I'm gonna go with. I can't be bothered with anything else. I'm about to have a nervous fucking breakdown, and I don't want that. Not
on live.
No. I've done it before.
I've had to do that. I've had to deal with that before.
It's not.
It
fun.
is very uncomfortable.
Well, no, it actually happened once. I deleted it, but like there was one stream where I accidentally knocked over. This is how you know who's been around. I knocked over a cup of water, and it landed on my audio interface.
Oh.
And ruined it. It was dead. Obviously. Obviously. So even though I don't have OBS set up to use my camera as a mic source,
yeah,
for whatever reason, it started using it, and I was having an epic fucking meltdown. Like, I was cussing and talking all kinds of cash money shit, and yeah, it was I was like, oh, motherfucker, ain't that about a like, I mean, personally, I don't feel like I said anything that was like, out of pocket, but it was just like
just the anger, just the frustration.
Oh no, it was like it you know what it was? It was that moment where like you do something that pisses you off so much. Like you're not mad at anyone else but yourself. But man, you are like I'm talking about like it turns into like, man, cover your children's ears. Yeah, please cover your children's ears, because man, it's about to be real bad. You guys have also probably knows we are minus the Cypher today. He had something come up, and he will not be joining us today. And yeah, it's honestly, some of what we're gonna be talking about today, it's same old bullshit, because the chud train does not stop. And kind of a little bit of some new stuff, but also kind of some of the old stuff. But before we do any of that, before we actually do any of that, there's actually a little bit of a announcement that we want to make. If you were here for the cave this past Saturday, you probably and also the Nerds Culture stream last week as well, you probably kind of already heard us talk about it a little bit. But
right, yep.
It is set up. It is set up. It is a thing. And if for whatever reason, because you are human beings and you can do whatever you want, you have agency. But if you want to support the stream, you want to support your favorite respective shows, whether it's Nerds of Culture or the Blerd Cave, it doesn't really matter which, because it's going to be the same on either of them. There is going to be a new way that we are going to ask you to help support the channel if you have a mind to do so. I know a lot of you like to do like super chats, and over on the Twitch side, y'all like to do like bits and whatever else. Because I kind of slick forgot what else you do on Twitch. But you can, and there's a link in the description below. And just to make it that much easier, I am also going to put something in the chat for y'all, and I'm also going to pin it. Hey, it's a wild cipher. how are you?
Tigre.
Lo tigre. Like that's yeah. I feel like you
Rough
can't.
Rider and Beta on the Twitch side. T-Shirts, you got a nice little baldy there. Thank you.
Oh, see, look at
If you're talking about me, there's two. Now I don't know who you're talking about.
It's well, no, you're over there. It's you. They're talking about you. I'm old. I'm old hat by this point.
Ernie went scorched earth on his. So we got a OG Jerome. He's Ernie went scorched earth on his equipment, so he was there.
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. They knew. Like I was mad. Like when I say I was mad, I was. Oh my god. I was very embarrassed because I didn't want anyone to hear me like be that angry because I like to pride myself as a pretty chill dude, and I normally am. But when I get mad, I get fucking mad. Like it's some Hulk shit. Like I don't turn to a green monster, but I am as angry as one. Like yeah. So there you go. Let's see. Oh yeah, here I was gonna put this message in here. Let's see.
Dark and milk chocolate.
God damn it. God damn it. Oh my god.
That's funny. So while he gets that link up, just so you all know,
you give him the down low.
Well, so this whole Streamlabs thing, they're just to be completely transparent, as we were last week, which is in case you didn't hear the pitch, one of the last two times. This is how you could support the channel, right? The Blur Without Fear multiverse, as I like to call it, without giving most of your money to YouTube or Twitch. It's an external way to donate, and then the only thing that's missing is like PayPal fees, which is like 2.5% or whatever it is, right? And so instead of 50% or 30% or whatever it is for each of those two, you only lose like 2.5%. If you go to Streamlabs, there are options to subscribe monthly on it, right? So you can donate one time, or you can click and have it resubscribe. You know, if that's what you had before set up on one of the Twitch or YouTube, you can cancel one and start up the other one. What's funny is that if you were donating $7 a month to through YouTube and you changed it to $5 a month on Streamlabs, the $5 a month would send more money to the channel. Just that's the math would work out. Yeah, because they would take that much. But there's also little things that you can do. Well, eventually we'll figure out. Ernie will figure out, but we're all working on this together. How to add rewards, roles in the Discord, and shit like that. We can start adding shit to that. We want people to. To be frank, we would love if people use that the most. That's a primary way. Streamlabs does have things like text to speech. I don't know if Ernie has that set up.
I have it turned off.
Okay, I figured. I know you.
I have it turned off.
I bet you money Ernie's not. Nah, fuck that.
No. Well, no, because so full disclosure, it's not any ableism on my part, but it's because I have been present for live streams where someone puts a text to speech message, and it is something that is so long and so just makes no sense, like that. I'm just kind of like, okay, so look, I appreciate that, but I'm cutting this off now. like I forget who it was. I think I was watching a Zubat stream, and someone decided to sing a song, but it was like really it was a bore. Like, first off, the song was dumb. It was a dumb juvenile song. Like it was it was a dumb juvenile and incredibly vulgar song, and like I normally would probably have laughed at it if it was actually funny, but it wasn't even funny. And it went on for a solid minute. Like, I think it went on for like 2 minutes, and it just kept going and going and going and going and going and going. And I was just like,
so we could talk more about it outside, but just so you know, you can set character limits and you can set dollar limits.
Oh,
to where if you don't want that kind of like, look, you got to give more than 20 if you want to interrupt the stream like that, shit like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's the thing. Hit up the link, donate that way. But like Ernie said, donate however you want. Don't donate.
Yeah.
You know, whatever.
We'll,
Whatever you
we'll,
want to do.
we'll still love you. Like we'll still love you.
Yeah.
Like no matter
Number love.
no matter how you donate, we're not going to look at you differently or treat you differently.
Cypher gives the super chat.
He's like, yeah. He's like, wait a minute.
I didn't hear shit you said. Here's $4.99 on the thing that you just said.
He's like, no, man, no. It's all good. It's all good. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Oh shit, Streamlabs, that's dope. Here's a super chat.
Yeah. He's like, what? He's like, the fuck you mean? He's like, the fuck you mean? Like, no. He's like, that's what we do now, right? We
Collins,
do this.
yeah, that would be a good one. That'd be a good one.
Yeah. For 5 seconds, pretend I'm in line.
I would be definitely down to do Collins. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
maybe like that would be dope.
Well, you know what so okay. So here's the thing. So full disclosure. I think when we first started Nerds of Culture, I actually said something about this, and it was to the tune of that I was going to add 2 new live streams. This being one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I said there'd be a third one, and it would probably be like a call-in show. But it never materialized because, well, for one, I'm lazy. And for 2, I really couldn't think of a good time. Well, okay, let me...
you didn't feel like it. This is probably a better way to put it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't feel like it. Yeah, let me look. Actually, you know what? Because
you're like the least lazy person I know. I think we talked about this last week.
It's true because I literally
scolded you.
Always.
I scolded you on Monday.
He did.
Hey, just so everybody knows, leave Ernie alone on Sundays and Mondays. Okay, we've established that is his weekend. He's like, yeah, you know what? You're right. It's good mindfulness time with the family. Tell me why on Monday, new video. I'm like, you were supposed to be off,
and not just one. I think I did 2.
Like, bitch.
Go ahead, put that on out there. But yeah, so yeah, it's not laziness because I actually do way more than I probably should. You know, way more than any one person should attempt to do. Yeah, that's fair. I'll take that one on the chin. But no, yeah, I think what ultimately happened, and it's not to say that I don't want to do it, but what probably will happen, and this is one of those things where there are probably some aspects of both live streams that would have to change. Not like bad things. They're like, oh my God, we gotta stop doing this. But like, it would mean like we would probably line stuff up a little bit differently. It would like the format of not the subject matter, but the format of the show would be tweaked to allow time for that. Like we would like I always think about you know the trap I'm afraid of falling into with that though. I'm afraid of falling into the Sam Cedar trap.
What's that?
Where it's like, oh man, look, the show ran over. Guess what? Guess we don't have no time for phone calls. So yeah. Man, look. Sorry.
They know what it is. They know what it is. Look, you can't trap me with a donation. I got agency too.
Right?
You don't get to go home. I gave you $10. I'm like, well, thank you for your $10. I'm still going home.
It's like, look, man, I got to go pick my kid up. Okay, look, man, look. But y'all get where I'm coming from, though. Y'all feel the vibes.
Yeah.
Y'all feel the vibes. That's not a. It will definitely be a. It'll definitely be something that we kind of look at, like because Robo and I and Cypher too. I don't want to talk like Cypher's not here. But I mean, he actually is not here. But you know what I'm talking about.
He's in the chat.
He's in the chat. But we have talked about other things to add to the stream to kind of give it that pizzazz, so to speak. But yeah, we're gonna suss that all out, and I think we're gonna make it happen. But that said. Streamlabs link if you would like to donate. And like I said, there's no pressure. Don't think of it as and I would put it like this. If you are a person who prefers the ease and grace of a super chat, I will not hate on you for that. If you want to click that little link, which by the way, we just got another one here. Okay, well there you go.
So let's do some quick math.
Yeah.
Always appreciate it. Max damage, right? I mean, if
Goddamn
Cypher
right.
here,
Goddamn right.
he would call him Moda Daddy. I think Chris likes to call him Daddy.
That's a motherfucker.
Gearless Daddy, I think he calls him. Um,
Oh, I love it here. I love it here.
$70. I think $70 of that comes to the Blerd Without Fear channel.
Oh, yeah. Because it's like 70-30 or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that had come through on the Streamlabs link, that is pinned, like $97 would have came through. Just
True.
But there is ease, and your shit's already hooked up. And do I want to put my credit card in other websites? I'm just saying.
And you know what? I totally, like I said, and that's why I said I totally get it. I totally understand. It is there for those that want to use it. If you want to be really, the kind of funny part about it is, it's actually always been there. I just never talked about it. It was one of those things, like I never really thought about it until I really sat down and just looked at it. But
Here's Moda dropping duffel bags.
I'm just saying. Well, and oh man, I tell you, like it's always something. Like it is literally
something else come up.
Always something. No, in the time that we have been doing this, I actually know it here. Let's do it like this. I'm gonna delete something and then see if it works. But
hey, while he does that, don't get ahead of yourselves, chat.
No,
don't get ahead of yourselves.
Please don't. Please don't.
Already mad. Don't be like the other channels where people are out there getting mad and don't even know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. Please don't.
Yeah.
Please don't.
We're gonna watch some links with that fool Tyrone getting mad, and then right in the middle of his video goes, "Well, I haven't even read it yet, so let's read this." What the fuck are you mad for then? Like you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's like, well, like why?
Yeah. We'll get there.
Well, yeah, we're it's gonna happen. It'll be a thing. Don't you worry your pretty little heads. We will most certainly be talking about it. Don't you worry. No, it was apparently there is the overlay for the social ninja thing or social stream, whatever thing.
Shit the bed.
It is just shitting all over the place. So here's what we're gonna do. Because I just once again, it's one of those things. I'll have to deal with it after the stream because it's too distracting and it's a pain in the ass to. It's a pain in the ass to try to suss out while you're live streaming. So what we're
this
gonna
stream, we won't get the comments on the screen then.
No.
Okay.
But.
Oh, you got that thing. I know what you do. I know.
Yeah. We gonna get this motherfucker one way or another.
That's what I'm saying. Adapt and overcome.
Yeah, adapt and overcome. Do. We're getting this motherfucker. You know what I mean? So
we don't get any cool little pop-up thing, but look, we'll just show you a window with the shit in it.
Yeah. I mean, and you'll love us just the same. Don't worry about it.
That's
Don't
right.
worry. You'll still love us. Did I get it? I'm doing a little preview here to make sure that I got it correct. Okay, so we can actually transition over this. Bam! Look at that. Boom! Right there. Look at that.
This is gonna take some reading. So real quick, over on the Twitch side, I am Gregory.
Yeah.
I am Gregory. Drop 5 tier 1 subs over
here
on the Twitch side. That is what's up. Thank you very much.
Out here.
I don't know if anything that happens on Twitch makes it to my monthly Blerd Without Fear paycheck. I just realized it's not in my contract.
I actually have to see, because honestly, I'm kind of on autopilot with Twitch, so I would have to. I don't
even know if it's possible. I don't even know if it's possible to break it down by episode like that. It's too much. It's too much work. I'm playing around.
No. I'm thinking about it like in my head right now because I think they lowered the threshold. So technically, I think it just depends on instead of it being as regular as YouTube, it's
it's over 50 now.
It's over 50 now. Okay, so basically what it is whenever it just so happens to get over that threshold, which usually if it happens at all, it's usually maybe once every other month or something like that. I don't know exactly. It depends on what all is going on. It might be this time now, but
It's a little thread over there. I just wanted to set up a joke to say that I'm less appreciative than Ernie is because I don't see that.
He's like,
It was a joke. I don't really. I'm not. I'm just kidding.
he's like, no. He's like, no. But no, we got we got our super chats in here. Of course, we got Cypher World, who is with us here in spirit. Said for 5 seconds, pretend I'm in live with you. I mean, you're always here with us in live, even when you're not. And then we've also got, obviously got Gearless Mo out here with the $100. Says it's hard work, dedication to this brand that I support, and will continue to do so until I cannot. But time to decompress in importance. Make sure you can rest and do what you have to do to keep the gears running. Okay, hey, we appreciate you for that because obviously, we appreciate that, because you're out here, you're hooking us up. Yeah, you're hooking us up. So I mean, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. And I don't know if that actually went through or not, because you know what? That's a myriad of other things that is not
Max
working
damage,
right now. Oh, you heard it? Okay, never mind then. I guess I just don't hear it. You know what? It is what it is. You know what? At this point, I just, you know what? I don't know.
Look, if you flip out, I just want you to know I'm gonna be here like this. I'm like,
look, just yeah. Honestly, that's probably the best.
I'm just gonna wait it out. I'm like, you good? All right. Let's
honestly, that is probably for the best, because like right now, everything is fucking broken right now. Like Discord is not working. Like actually, it actually made me kind of want to look to see if there was like an update to Discord that I just was not aware of, because anytime there is an update and I don't get it, that's when everything shits the fucking bed. So yeah, that's probably what it is. But you know what is actually working is Gabriel the Dark Knight says, work had me missing the live shows for the last few weeks. Happy to catch the live show and show support. And also, we appreciate that support and that 1999 super chat. We appreciate you. And hopefully you're not working too hard, because fuck all that. Let's see here. We are back on our bullshit. And I think we've got I think we're caught up on everything. I think we're actually legitimately caught up on everything. Look at that. There we go. Oh, you know what? There's actually one thing I do need to do. And matter of fact, while we talk about this thing here, I'll be doing that so it'll be ready for later.
Just as a reminder, just like in the Blerd Cave, we do have a channel over in Blerd Co-op called Questions for Nerds of Culture. If y'all wanted to drop anything down there, I keep remembering. The opposite, actually. I keep forgetting to think about that. And a long time ago, I cower over nothing, who did drop a selfie in my server in the left face. Thank you for the solidarity. I don't feel so alone. Asked the question, I saw it, and I'm like, oh damn, I did not see that shit.
Technically, we did answer. We actually did answer. Like that was true. We did it in a weird way, and like it's one of those ways that like it was because we talked about what happened on Quiet on Set. That was actually why I chose it as a topic. Which, by the way, if there are, this is, technically it's for questions, but I will even kind of take it as like, suggestions for a topic for the show. Because sometimes,
you guys see.
some of the things y'all suggest, sometimes they make for very interesting topics to talk about in the show sometimes. So
there's only so many bearing bias is only so many minutes in a day. Sometimes it's like, okay, what's going on in the world today?
To be fair, that's kind of how that's kind of how this formulated
this week was
today.
Probably today I would say this week was probably, usually we say it's going to be hard. A lot of shit happens and it's like, oh, okay, now we had a lot to talk about. This week has been rough. It's kind of a slow news week.
No, it's very slow news week. To the point that
we missed one. Pop Culture Guy 3000 said he missed a super.
Here, wait. Hold on. Refresh.
Versus Black Samurai Bad. Now Chuds think is too gay. Yeah, these people. Look, we already know there's two groups. Here. Read that up.
Oh, yeah, we got Pop Culture Guy. It says Looking forward to the charity live stream this weekend. Problem is, I'm subscribed to half of the participants. So who do I watch/donate on the behalf of? Okay, so it's funny that you bring that up.
The one you love the most.
Yeah, because okay, so here's the beauty of it. Here's the beauty of it. And I'm going to help you feel better about the whole thing. Okay. So for those that don't know, I am going to be participating in a Fortnite stream this weekend. It's going to take place, I think, for my time, because I think Drake and I are in, and to make sure there's no confusion, Comic Drake or Trailer Drake, as you may know him on social media, not problematic Drake. Not like us Drake, not BBL Drizzy Drake out here. No,
A minor.
Yeah,
Drake?
A minor. No, yeah, not that Drake. No, Comic Drake is going to be doing a Fortnite stream for charity. And a lot of us in the comic book commentator space, a lot of us are going to be doing or going to be participating in said live stream. I think and we're going to be in like pairs and groups. I'm going to be paired up with the actor bat, who some of you may know from over on TikTok. She is really awesome. And I don't remember who all everyone else is, but I know like a lot of people. There's a lot of really cool people that are going to be involved in this. I think Comic Tropes is going to be getting involved in it on some level or another. I know like the Comic Pop crew are going to be getting involved on some level or another. I don't know like who exactly all is going to be playing, but you just kind of have to go with it from there. Go with God from there on that one. But we're all going to be using the same Tiltify link. So I say, you know what, wherever you happen to find yourself at the time, by all means, go for it. I don't have any one specific goal. My only goal is just to help out. But like my link is going to be the same as everybody else's link. So all I care about is that somebody donates. That's all I care about. I don't care about whether you donate to the link through me or through Comic Pop or Comic Tropes or the Actor Bat or whoever, or if you go to Comic Drake, whoever, if you donated to me, it is a win for everybody. If you do, whoever you donate to.
But if you don't donate to Blerd, you're a fake fan. Just know that.
That's fair. That's fair.
But
no, but that said, yeah, you'll also get to see me. I don't know, and who knows? You might get to see me, shit on some kids. Because when we were doing the test stream, man, I wish I would have recorded it. I actually wish I would have recorded it now. You know what? I just thought about it. I might go back and get it because technically it does save. I think it does save, even if it is like a test game or a custom match. I'm gonna see if I can go back and get it. Cause dude, we had a whole, I told the story.
Rectum?
Oh yeah, no, well, it was funny because we were all supposed to be like every man for himself. And me and another group of people, we all were like, hey, why don't we just team our groups up? And we went after everybody. Like we were running around like the Four Horsemen. It was insane because we were like, all right, who's playing as who? They're like, all right, so we got a Superman, we got a Batman, we got a Black Panther, we got a Uraraka from My Hero Academia, and we got a the muscly fish man. And it was insane. It was insane. We're like, so we knew that none of our skins were the same as anybody else's. So if we saw someone that didn't look like us, we just lit them up. It was all like we saw Invincible, laid him down. Spider-Man,
cheating.
laid him
reporting.
down.
I'm reporting. Wait, that shit happens in Hunt, I report.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Hey, look, but you know what? But if someone asks us to cooperate, it's like, bet.
Yeah, exactly.
Like bet. Like, yeah. Oh, but brother, I need to get back on Hunt because they're making some changes, man. I'm kind of here for it.
Yeah.
Let's see here. What we got? Oh, this is good news right here. This is some good news. I see some good news. We actually got a message from Wolves in the Mist. Says, "Hey family, Blerd without fear." Says DJ's mother Michelle and I wanted to let you know my son has had his first month back in school. He's gotten back in the swing. His classmates in school have been very supportive. So I wanted to update you and let you know my son is doing okay. Ernie is one of the sweetest and kindest people, you guys. I don't think my family can thank him enough for being an older brother to my son. Oh, that's very sweet. That's
that's awesome.
Out here. Well, I for one, I'm very happy that I'm happy everything's going well. I hope because I think this is we're I think depending on where you are, like school district wise in the world, whatever. I know that I know from my side of things, this is my daughter's last week of school, so I know this year of school is probably gonna be wrapping up for DJ. So I hope that there are just nothing but a wonderful summer of just getting to kick it and chill and just have a good time and and relaxing and getting ready for that next school year so that you can knock it out of the park that year. So hey, shout outs. And I don't know if this is going to go through or not, because once again, it's a everything is going through everything's going through weird channels right now. I just don't understand. I just don't know anymore. We're going to try it out. We're going to see what happens, but ooh, I know what I can do. Here, let's do it like this. You know what? Cuz we can be heroes. If just for one day. We're going to try this out. If it works, awesome. If it doesn't, well, it's Robo's fault. Ooh, dropping the bomb. There we go. And see, I got ways. Let's go ahead and get into our thing, because you know what? We kind of stood on enough ceremony, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've stood on enough ceremony. Let's talk about them Assassin's Creeds.
You mean pandering gay Creed?
Oh yeah. You know that game series is just suddenly, man, you know what? I don't want to be the one to have to tell you all this, but looky here, okay? We could have had it all. You know where I'm coming from? We could have had it all, but no, not at all. Not on our watch. Because you know why? Because every time we think we got this whole thing licked, guess what they do? Robo? You know what they do? They come along and they gotta woke it up. They gotta
make the woke mind virus out there contagious. Fuck, y'all worried about COVID, and the woke mind virus is killing motherfuckers every day.
It's got you, man.
Why are most here we go for $5? You know what's funny about these kind of things? It's like it's like I want to be grateful, and then you make me read some shit like that. For $5, thank you. Why are most blacks are gay in gaming and movies? Yeah. And I can't. It's hard. I thought I was having a stroke. My bad.
you know why? You know why you felt that way? You know why you felt that way?
It's woke.
It's because it was woke. It was woke. That's why. It was woke. That's what it did.
The Crow? Is that the Crow? Who's that? Kenneth?
Let's see here. Let's pull this up. I want to give. Okay, so Kenneth C. Bridgewater with the $5 says, "Why are most blacks are gay in gaming and movies? The gatekeepers cry about woke, but blacks are still being screwed." Well, here's the thing.
Two things. Hold on. Two things real quick. Sorry.
I just want to please.
Wait, real quick. First of all, show me the numbers, right? Because if most, you're killing me more than 50%.
Yeah.
Tell me, I need source on more than 50%.
Yes.
Are gay. But two, here's the big one for me. And You could take it as a rhetorical question if you'd like, or you could answer it. Let's say it's true. Let's say we finally did it. Let's say we started from 1990 to now, and 53% of all Black characters were gay. Why? Can you explain to me why that is screwing the Black community? I'll just throw it out for you. Why is that screwing? Why is that us being? Why is that Black people being screwed?
Yeah, because it's weird to me because I mean, look, I get it. Yeah, everybody wants to see themselves represented, but I mean that actually works a lot of different ways. And I'm here to explain that other people like intersectionality is a thing. Like like Black people are not a monolith, just as we are not a monolith in so much as like we all think the same thing. We are also not a monolith in that we are the same thing. We are Black people can be a lot of things. We can be heterosexual, we can be homosexual, we can be transsexual, we can be or transgender rather. We could be all kinds of things. We could be so many things. I like to think of myself personally as, while I would consider myself probably the most bog standard of straight Black men, in all that entails, there's nothing that's different about me from a like a sexuality or gender related spectrum, but I am divergent just so much as in the fact that while Black people are typically known to be incredibly religious, I am not. But the thing is, that doesn't make me any less Black or make me any less representative of the rest of the whole. I mean, my experiences are still going to be the same for the most part as just about anybody else. It's just the difference is I don't go to church on Sunday.
That's why I can't. It's so wild to me when I see like someone's whether or not they're actually Latin or whether they're actually Black tied like gatekeeping the culture through sexuality. Yeah, like you're not Black if you're gay. You're not Black if you're trans. Like, what does that even mean? Yeah, what does that even mean? Like the only thing I've had so far is men mostly. I need you to tell me why that would be screwing the Black community.
Well, look,
can I just say it? I see that Bridgewater, a common Black last name, say a Black PFP. It still sounds weird. I don't care if you're Black or not. Saying Blacks, it kind of like, I feel like it kind of like low-key highlights where your head's at. I'm just saying. Yeah. When you say Blacks,
it is a thing. The Blacks. It is. Well, here's the thing, and I want to explain why I think a lot of people need to calm down about this. Okay, well, first off, let's go ahead and get the obvious shit out of the way. Let's get the obvious shit out of the way. As you may or may not have noticed that there's a little game, just a little game, nothing special, nothing too crazy to write home about or anything of that magnitude. But there's this little game that happens to be called Assassin's Creed that's going to be co-starring actually a historical figure by the name of Yasuke, a man who was an African slave who was brought over to Japan and was basically taken on by Oda Nobunaga, who, for those that don't know, probably the most prolific leader of what was at the time Edo in feudal Japan's history. Like Nobunaga was literally the guy. Probably as prolific in terms of being a well-known leader in their country as people would probably think like he, not to say in terms of exactly, you know, what he did, but just like when you think of a name, it would probably be no different than how, like, in America, we think of like Abraham Lincoln or George Washington, like that level of famous, that level of legendary. And the goalposts have been moved quite a bit since all this has happened. The discourse has pretty much run the gamut from Yasuke is not real to, well, okay, Yasuke's real, but he wasn't really a samurai. He was just a retainer, to people finally realizing that retainers are technically just a form of samurai, but a samurai who more protects the throne. They say, well, he was a samurai retainer, but he wasn't a samurai warrior, only to find out that actually these two are pretty, like, there's no real actual difference. Then people say, okay, well, maybe he was. But he was a coward and ran from battle. Then it's like, well, actually, these are unsubstantiated claims, and that's actually not the case. And he was actually by Nobunaga's side, you know, at the moment of his supposed death and all this other stuff. And it's like, okay, well, maybe he wasn't a coward, but you know what? He was just a slave. Well, it's like, okay, well, look, pretty much everyone who was African during that time was, like, if you weren't in Africa, you probably were a slave. Like, if you were somewhere other than Africa, you were very likely a slave, because that's just kind of how things were back then. But then it just, like, the discourse just jumped all over the place to where, like, I have to keep Yasuke in some sort of a box that makes him less important, you know, to try and minimize who he was. That's all what all the chuds have been doing. To the point, I actually made this little ditty. I made this little ditty over the weekend, this previous weekend, actually. And it kind of slick blew up. It actually slick blew up on Twitter. I'm gonna zoom this out just a little bit more so you can see a little better. But
I saw somebody else share that unattached to you.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I know where that's from.
But you know what? Guess who was smart?
Look at that.
Bo DeMaio got my ass that last time. He ain't gonna get me again. No shade to Bo DeMaio. You're all good. You're all good. I gave him the real one. But but no, like, I made this, and it, like, I think, like, actually the post that I was retweeting, I think had 30 some odd thousand likes. I think mine was like over 40 some thousand. Like, that's how viral my shit went over the weekend. And even had people talking about how, man, isn't it kind of funny how Yasuke's role, like, this meme perfectly encapsulates what Yasuke's role in the game is to distract from Naoe, to the point that it's actually not just working on the characters in the game, but it's working on the fucking chuds. The chuds don't know she's there.
And this shit has been happening for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Hundreds of years.
You could make this meme where the big guy is just labeled the enslaved African, and the little guy is the poverty-stricken, lowest of low white person. You know what I mean? It's like, don't worry, like, I'll make you feel better. I'll take it for you, because if they weren't there, they would get it. And you know what I mean? Yeah. It's like, yeah.
It was just,
shit is wild. This shit is wild.
It was hilarious to me, because, like, it's like, dude, why are we so mad about a black samurai?
We know why.
We know why. We know why. The thing is, they don't want to say why. Look, Magneto said it best. Bigot. That's why. That's
100%. Because you sit there, you start talking about, all right, when we started talking about Asian hate, what did the chuds say? That it's fake, that it's bullshit, right? When we said, hey, Scarlett Johansson shouldn't be playing an Asian woman, they said, whatever, it's just acting, who gives a fuck, right? So whenever it's something that they want, then it doesn't matter. You're just a crybaby, you're a sensitive, you're a snowflake, like yada yada yada. A black person exists, not even a fake one, but a real one. It just exists. And in the writing, they said, why did they choose him? Because he was a historical figure that enough was unknown about that gave them enough poetic license to do whatever they wanted. If they wanted to give this motherfucker magical powers,
oh man,
they could do it, right? Because it's Assassin's Creed, and it's like whatever. If they wanted to make it to where he got his own little serfdom on the side, they could give it to him and say that's what happened, because we don't know what the fuck happened to him, right? And so it's like all we know is this. Now it becomes down. Now it's Japanese representation and Japanese erasure. Look, you saw a black face and you got mad. Just stop.
Yeah.
Just stop.
Which let's be real. And meanwhile, the whole time, the whole time this discourse, the whole time this discourse has even been going on, the thing that they don't ever want to talk about, the thing that they don't want to draw any attention to, is the fact that y'all weren't crying about Neo.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all weren't crying because Neo had a whole ass white dude. I mean, granted, he was a historical figure as well, but I mean, where is the same energy? Like, where is the same energy for where's
Cruise? We said this last week. So, this dude, Tom Cruise, all these motherfuckers, yeah, blue eyes and everything.
Yeah, this is white. White.
Yeah,
he's white. But no, it's totally like they ate that shit up because you know what it is? So DEI, just go ahead and put this out here. DEI.
What does it stand for again?
Oh man, it's kind of funny you say that. It's very funny you actually say that because DEI, for those who may or may not know, and here actually I want to pull this up because actually I'm gonna have to do it this way because I didn't get a chance to set up because everything fucking broke down in the middle of trying to go live. However,
why you do that? Mojo quit with 100 bits that only counts as black people being screwed if we adhere to the idea that gay is bad. Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. No, that is literally 10 million%. That is 10 million%. But I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why it's bad, or why, not why it's bad, but what DEI means and why people don't particularly care for it. And let's see if I can actually get this to play. Let's see here. We're gonna do a little. Wait, here. Actually, you know what? This is how we're gonna do it. Because you know what? I just realized I'm gonna have to change like all this shit. So here, I'm gonna play this little video for you, and you are gonna get to see firsthand what DEI stands for. Here, let's take it all the way back to the beginning.
Too many niggas.
That is what That is what DEI stands for.
The D, the E, and the I threw me off.
Yeah.
Now I get it, and now I get why they're so mad. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why. This is why they're angry. This is why they are upset. Okay, this is why they're upset. It is the only reason why. There's no other reason. You can try and make up whatever other reason to you can get that all out of your head. That's not why. This is not why this is happening. So here's the thing. So the narrative has now become that Ubisoft is pandering to the gay community. They're pandering to them because they feel that gay people are they want them to buy the game. They want them to purchase said titles. But there's one problem with that narrative. There's one problem with it. I get it. A lot of people think that, just because you saw this one thing, this means the other thing. But here, let's pull this up. There is a little bit of an article. You can actually get this off of Ubisoft's official website where they talked about this. And correct me if I'm wrong.
They straight up say in the article, they said Yasuke is going to be a gay man and Naue is going to be a lesbian woman. And they're going to be out there like I think Yasuke is going to be a bottom.
He's going to be a bottom. Yeah, whole bottom.
And they're going to sassify him more. Right. Yeah. I know we saw him in the samurai outfit, but don't get used to that.
No, don't do it.
He's a sassy bitch later in the game.
Oh no, what was it I saw?
I was surprised that they wrote that actually.
Actually, you know, it's funny. Man, where is that article I saw? Or it wasn't an article. I think it was a video that somebody made.
Power bottom.
Oh yeah, dude, whole power bottom.
Generates power from the bottom.
No, I'm not bullshit. Motherfucker literally. Oh my god, I wish I would have screenshot it. Someone had some it was like some random person. They had it was an AI image it was very obvious it was AI, but but it was with Yasuke, not from the game, but like an AI generated version of him, and his entire samurai armor looked like a fucking bag of fucking Skittles. Like it was like man, I wish I would have saved it. Man, I wish I would have saved it because it was so fucking dumb.
Look, at this point, I'm just gonna be honest. I don't care. Like, I don't care if I'm clipped. I don't care. Like, look, at this point, every character that comes out, I want them to be the most like make them as uncomfortable as possible.
Please, by all means.
I want a historical deal. I want Abraham Lincoln, super gay. I want everybody gay.
Dude,
you know what I mean? I'm like, oh.
No, you know what I want? You know what I want? I want the next Assassin's Creed game with Abraham Lincoln, and he is totally gay for John Wilkes Booth. Do it.
100%.
And that's why John Wilkes Booth
and it was a crime of passion. They actually he kills him because Abraham Lincoln was fucking around with his vice president, who I'm not going to pretend I remember the name, but it's like
who cares?
But it's
who cares?
Yeah. And it was badass too because it was a whole like love scene. It was crazy.
Well, so here's the part that I really kind of tripped out on. So I forget the name of the young lady in question. I'm actually pulling up now just so that I can speak from a place of intelligence and not from a place of ignorance. They have a consultant that has been brought on, and basically her job, I might be misgendering the fuck out of her too. I don't really know. I should probably look into that. But point of the matter is that they are being brought on to effectively kind of help make the LGBTQIA plus relationships in the game make more sense. Like they're there to consult on that. But here's the thing, and I want to make sure I'm very clear when I say this. At no point in any of the press release did they actually say that Yasuke specifically was going to be gay. So here, I'm gonna help you guys out. Here, hold on. I got y'all. Before anyone's here about to say, well, no, I actually read this article from so-and-so. No, you didn't. Stop. You're lying. Right here. Let me zoom this out a little bit so y'all can see it a little better. Booyah. It says here, Nawe and Yasuke's disparate personalities also lead them to have different relationships and rapports with other characters, and they don't always feel the same way about people, nor do people always feel the same way about them. Romantically, they will also attract and be attracted to different types of people. Through the pair, players will get to experience a multitude of relationships. Now, Robo, what did you take away from that?
Oh, I got that they're going to be very different characters, and so their alliances with different people are going to be different, and the kinds of people that they get into relationships with, romantically and otherwise, are going to be vastly different from each other. So it's not just going to be like you're not playing the same game twice. Is really what I got from it. You know,
right? See, that's what an intelligent person takes away from that. Now, here, I want to get to the real meat of this.
Yeah.
So, yes, the woman who I believe is being consulted with on this, yes, she is there for the LGBTQA plus aspect of it. But there's a reason why. And it's not necessarily because Yasuke specifically is being made gay. It's because of a thing that's actually been going on in Assassin's Creed for, I believe, the past 2 or 3 games. In Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and here, I'm going to pull this up because I am a thorough bitch. Let's pull this up. You could be gay if you played as the female protagonist of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. And guess what you could also do if you played as the guy? You could be gay with him as well. Now, it's not to say that you had to be gay. It just meant that you had the option to if you so chose. If you played as the female character, you could just as easily be straight. And if you played as the guy, you could be straight if you so choose. It all really came down to your personal preferences and actions. As a matter of fact, I'm almost certain that in Valhalla, you could do something very similar. So, yeah. Just like that's just, it was a thing. It's a thing that's been going on in the Assassin's Creed games since before Shadows. And I think what they were basically just trying to say is that in order to ensure, and also I want to bring this up too, because Robo, I don't know if you knew about this. Did you know that Assassin's Creed caught some shrapnel? They caught some heat from the LGBTQIA plus community.
For this release.
No, for Odyssey.
Oh. How so? For what?
So, as it so turns out, where's that article at? Here we go. Man. Look at God right here. So, let's pull this up so you guys can see it. There we go. Full mast, as Dr. Richard Ritchie would say. Assassin's Creed Odyssey director apologizes for mandatory heterosexual relationship and baby storyline. So I'm going to spoil some stuff for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Apparently there was a storyline in the last DLC for the game where you basically, if you played as, I believe it's Cassandra is her name. If you played as Cassandra, regardless of whether you were engaged in a otherwise LGBTQIA plus relationship prior to that DLC, you had to get knocked up.
Oh.
Meaning that you had to get dick down.
Interesting.
No immaculate conceptions here. Just saying.
Interesting.
Just saying. So yeah, here, let's go down the article a little bit. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at this. Let's go down the whole. I'm gonna zoom this in a little bit. I guess. Oh wait, that's
I do know a whole ass lesbian. This is real. I swear to God, I'm not making this up. Because I thought she was kidding, and then I laughed, and she goes, "No, I'm being for real. To get artificially inseminated is expensive as fuck. So what is this? Is I swear to God, I'm not making this up. And maybe I say this, and you're all like, "No, I knew that was real." Okay, sorry. She has a kid. She has a daughter with her wife, and all that. And I said, and me being a curious guy, like, how did that happen? And like, well, we found a guy online that was willing to just in a cup. And I was like, and did you like get a turkey baster or some shit? And she's like, yep. I'm like, like you actually got a turkey baster? And she goes, that's exactly what we did. And he got paid money, and he signed away his parental rights. You know, he was just there to be, because it's very expensive to do it any other way. I'm like, holy shit. So if you want a kid, you could be pregnant and not be digged down.
Right. But see, back in ancient Greece, you know, when was thinking about
turkey baster.
There's no turkey. There was no turkey baster. We look.
True.
We had the hidden blade. We had the apples of Eden. We were fighting Anubis on a fiery horse. We had we could jump into bales of hay off the top of like the highest peaks and not die or break any bones, but no turkey basters. There was no turkey basters. I looked it up. I've done the research.
Correct. My bad.
I've done the research. I did it. Yep. So here's the thing. For me personally, here, and I probably should have pulled it up this way. Let me do it like this. Here we go. We're gonna do it like this because we got a super chat here from. Let me pull this up so we can actually see what we're looking at. Boom. Oh, zoomed in a little too much mustard. I apologize. Xylism with the. Ooh man, I wasn't ready for this one. Hold on, let me see. I got a little something to here. Let me. Hit us with that 1999 super chat. Says the The biggest kick I got last week is the Chuds went to Yasuke's Wikipedia page to revise his page and redefine what a retainer is, and the Chud channel's framing it like the woke is tampering with it. And that's the funny thing. I actually saw a bunch of people trying to use the narrative that, oh, y'all are using recently edited Wikipedia articles to prove your points. It's like, the woke, the so-called wokies, we're not the ones editing the page. Y'all are. Okay. All right. Well,
yeah.
Nice try, losers.
Smithsonian Institute, famed activists.
It's like, oh my God, dude.
And teachers of historical inaccuracy.
Oh no, we got actual Japanese people. Like I saved these videos just in case we needed them in the future. We actually had some Japanese people out on Twitter and on TikTok and shit.
I saw.
That were actually, dude, man, you know what? God damn it, man. I'd love to see our Japanese brothers and sisters actually coming out the woodwork. Coming out the woodwork, just like, nah, man, we're not gonna let you defame our historical Yasuke like this. No, we're look, no, we're not doing this.
Yeah. There is a comment earlier, and I can't remember who it was from. It's still, I do remember the name. I had a Mega Bear. There it is, Mega Bear. Which, by the way, ironic name, or maybe not. I don't know. Said that it's still kind of weird to like make characters who weren't gay or not gay. Here's the problem with that though.
Yeah.
And first of all, when we're telling stories, there's never a time. This is where you got to really understand, like when just do self-reflection. Nobody gave a fuck that we made Abraham Lincoln a vampire hunter. you know, like nobody, when we're telling stories, especially when we're talking about video games in which aliens and we're living past lives through DNA, DNA memory. It's like you really, is this where we're dying? Is this the hill we're dying on here? But here's the deal. We don't even have to go the fact that, that Pope was a whole ass freaking holy level 20 cleric. It's the fact that
motherfuckers playing Baldur's Gate and shit.
You know what I'm saying? Look, here's the deal. We can even go real life. If you lived, especially if you lived in a hyper-Christian, hyper-conservative culture in which homosexuality was demonized, you fucking have no clue. You have dick of a clue who loved the same gender, sex, whatever.
Right.
You know what I mean? You don't know. Like Abraham Lincoln could have been topping every dude around him. And you would never know, because that would be something that would not make it to the history books. It wouldn't be let out. You just don't know. So if I want to tell a fake story, a fictional story, never mind you one with the aliens and time travel, whatever the fuck, then making the character gay is far from weird, and thinking it's weird is.
Well, So here's my thing. And I feel this is the only thing that needs to be said. As far as like, why did they make him gay? Here's the thing. They didn't make him gay.
We've established, we established it.
You know who's going to make him gay? The gay people who want to see him be gay in the game. Like, here's the thing. If you, and this is the thing I think is very important to think about here.
Oh, you know what's funny? My slow ass is just now getting your setup.
What?
So real quick.
Oh, go ahead.
I didn't know that Assassin's Creed, because remember I said the last one I played was 3. And I didn't know that Assassin's Creed went like more open-ended with, choosing like who you can have relationships with. Like a Baldur's Gate kind of deal. So I didn't know that you can do that. So now I'm better understanding your setup to where we're at now, to where it's like, hold on, time out. You have always been able to decide whether or not you were gay or straight or whatever. So you probably will be able to make Yasuke gay if you felt like it, because we have already been doing that since Odyssey.
Yeah. It doesn't matter whether you're the male protagonist or the female protagonist. If you want to be gay, you can be gay. But here's the problem. I think there's a lot of dudes out there that are so terrified that they're going to fuck up and say the wrong thing and wind up making their character gay. Because, okay, I will say this, and granted, I'm not faulting Larian for this, but when I was playing Baldur's Gate 3, and I think we actually ran into this when you and I were playing together briefly.
Yeah.
There was a point where, and this happened on my own game when I played solo too, and I did the exact same things. I wasn't, they had options in the game that, okay, well, first off, let's put it this way. The romantic options you had, almost every character was, pardon my French, fuckable. Except for like maybe a handful, and then like each of those characters, there were only a few characters that were like hard set on like who they would and would not sleep with. So like, there were quite a few characters who were bisexual or pansexual, but like there were a couple of characters who were just strictly heterosexual or were strictly gay. But here's the thing. Larian, and they even admitted to this, they said they made a mistake, and they actually fixed it in one of their patches, that the sliders that dictated which dialogue options got you the most affinity with the character, each of those sliders, and it wasn't like only for the gay characters, it was for everybody. It's why if you played Baldur's Gate 3, especially when it first came out, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Why you can sometimes just say like something just trying to be nice to a character, and the next time you go to camp, they're trying to get in your cheeks.
That's it.
And it was that every character.
Was always trying to fuck.
Oh yeah, Gale. Oh no, Gale and Will. Who I think canonically is bisexual. Because it didn't matter if I was a male or female character, he was always trying to get with me. Same thing goes for Gale. I felt like a lot of the time. But the thing is that it was because the affinities were too high. Now, once they fixed it, it stopped happening. But basically, the way the sliders were, everybody in your party was horny as all get out. Like they were all trying, like it was basically like, man, look, oh man, come on, man, please, can I just get a taste? Can you just give me, can I just get 2 scoops? Can I get 2 scoops of some ass? Can I please? No? Okay, fine. That's how the characters were acting. And I feel like there's people who are going to play this game who are so terrified that they're going to say something. You know what it is? It's like that Family Guy cutaway gag with Tom Cruise. And it's like, man, why is Tom Cruise always running? It's like, and it's like Tom Cruise, like he's thinking gay thoughts and he's like, he starts running. He's like, you won't catch me, gay thoughts. I feel like it's people like that who are so terrified of the fact that they might fuck around and say something that might make their character gay, and it's going to make them feel some type of way. But here's the thing. That's on you. If you go play this game and Yasuke is gay, it's going to be because you made him gay. Your dialogue choices and actions made this. Here, let me pull back up because I got to make sure I'm very clear when I say this. Yasuke didn't make Yasuke gay. Ubisoft didn't make Yasuke gay. You. Hey, let me get real close to the mic. You made Yasuke gay. Okay? Just like how if Naoe is gay, you made her gay. Plain and simple. It's not that hard. I think people really need to. Man, this is one of those moments, man. I'm like, man, y'all need to go outside. Go outside.
It's really sad. I mean, and we're seeing it like double. They're just doubling down now, right? Black people exist. What's up?
I'm laughing.
But you read it. I like the reading. And we don't have to think. You can't bring it up on screen.
Yeah, and I was like, no. It said, Jason Davis said, where there's a will, there's a way. I was just like,
Elite X one said these dudes would play a female creative character in the MMO and roleplay the hell out of that shit. Though.
Oh, bro.
I'm saying.
Bro.
It's okay to be gay then. It's okay to be gay then because those girls are always lesbians.
Oh yeah. Well, and I see a lot of people bringing this up in the chat. Dude, homosexuality was actually rampant in Japan in the feudal era. It was rampant. It was actually quite common.
Rome. Listen, this is why I love. Let me tell you something I love. I took military history for a while, very short while. And one of the papers that I wrote on was about the Spartans. And now it's common knowledge now, right? It's common knowledge now. But it wasn't. When 300 came out, people didn't really know this.
No.
The Spartans were gay as fuck.
Oh, like, super gay.
Super gay. And I wrote a paper on it. And it was because when they were young boys, they got taken away to go to camp, and you would go and train. You were just warrior class people only, and then they would come back in when they were 18, and to get married and stuff. So they had to get married. Of course, you got to make babies. But they when they came back, they had to shave the woman's head, put on plain clothes, and they would take them from the back. As it was put in writing, because what they promoted all that time, pedophilia aside, probably, but what they promoted was love between each other. Because when you loved each other, you would fight that much harder for them to keep each other alive.
Right.
So it was just a very, very, very gay. And I mean, Greece in general was gay. Rome was gay. So you got all these like super hyper masculine, conservatives, my fellow military people, huh?
Alexander the Great, gay as fuck.
I'm saying, like, and what I found funny is that, like, I'm surrounded by conservatives and chuds in the military, and all these motherfuckers got Spartan helmets on their shit. Molan La come and take it. Roman helmets up on the. I'm like,
it's like y'all have no idea.
Right. I mean, I'm here for it. I just don't think you're here for it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I support it. It's not a problem with me. I just don't think you understand really what those symbols are.
Well, yeah. Linux One pointed out too. Said they had a joke in the 300 movie about the Persians being gay. They also made jokes about the Athenians as well and called the boy lovers. When in fact,
lovers.
Yeah. And here's the funny thing. All within the same breath. Showcasing a movie where the men who were a part of the 300 Spartans had relationships with each other while they weren't explicitly screwing each other. They had this kind of friendship that like felt it gave, that's my friend
that's
energy.
My roommate.
That's my partner energy. So that's why I always tell people, man, don't get it twisted, man. Like I remember back in the day, like when the word Ronin used to get thrown around a lot when people were like, oh, no, man, I'm going to be a cool ass samurai. But no, I'm not going to be a samurai, though. I'm going to be a Ronin. Man, why do you want to be
a failed samurai? Okay,
yeah. Well, and you know what was even funnier is back then, back in like the late 90s, early aughts, it became, because it was like, because you was like, no, I'm going to be a Ronin because, man, I'm masterless.
Yeah,
you're masterless because
that was the same thing with was it Hawkeye? Went by Ronin for a little bit or some shit. That was cool. Yeah,
Ronin sounds cool,
right?
To the hyper masculine and hyper testosterone based crowd. But the thing is, Ronin can mean a lot of things, and a lot of times, you were masterless, but you could have been masterless for a lot of reasons. You could have been masterless because, well, for one, you sucked at being a samurai. You could be masterless, or not masterless, but you could be a Ronin because one of the things I think was like a connotation that was usually associated with Ronin back in like the early aughts, in late 90s, was that Ronin also usually tended to be the samurai who were gay, but that's actually not really 100% the case. I mean, a lot of samurai were gay, whether they were Ronin or not.
It's almost like sometimes people are gay.
Yeah, no, you're just gay.
It's weird. It's weird. Yeah,
it's fun. Is that not crazy?
Yeah,
bro.
You know what I heard? I heard a lot of Egyptians were gay.
Wow, I'm
starting to see a trend here. I feel like gay people have always just existed. So
what?
Yeah.
What do you mean? Gay? No, Nah. They weren't doing that back then.
Yeah.
They ain't doing that. Here's the thing. I think over time, we were so desperate to make things look and sound cool that a lot of times we would try to obfuscate the gay elements that were usually tied to those things in order to make ourselves feel better. And it's kind of like when you talk about case in point, historical figures like Alexander the Great. And I remember there was a documentary, I think, that came out about him I think it was on Netflix maybe even, but there was a documentary and everybody was freaking out because they just learned that Alexander the Great was gay. And this is something I have known for years. Like, I have known this, like, okay, so when did that movie with Colin Farrell come out? What was that movie? Alexander the Great movie. I'm looking it up right now. This movie came out in 2004. So I have known since 2004 that Alexander the Great was gay. So 20 years ago. Wow. And there are people who are still just now finding this out today. So like, and I'm not trying to make myself sound like I'm like, so much better than everybody else because I knew 20 years ago. I only knew because of the movie. Like when I went to go see the movie with my mother, she was the one who told me. Like or the movie told me, but like she explained it to me more once we got out of the movie theater. And I was like, oh my God, I didn't know he was out here getting his cheeks turned out like this. And she was like, yeah, that was kind of like a normal thing. Like she's like, she's like, gay people have been around for a long time. It's just that, people tended to focus more on his heterosexuality because it's just not, okay to talk about, gay stuff. As if
you got to think about the people telling the story, like when are we alive and who's now telling the story? And Punisher X 619 San Diego, what's up, Dago? It's amazing how millennia ago people were a lot more sexually free compared to the prudes we have now. Yeah. And let me tell you all something. Look. Y'all can love who you want, do what you want. Yes. I don't think anybody needs to be any one way or not. But there's a tweet I saw, and it applies to me too. But I think about stuff like this sometimes. I think the tweet said, "Hey, some of y'all are letting homophobia have you? No, what is it? You guys let homophobia have you missing out on some great head." And I think about shit like that because I'm 43 years old and I think to myself, I'm like, okay, I'm straight. I've never been with a dude. But is that because genetically I am straight, or is it because I was raised Christian? You know what I mean? And the example I give, and we're kind of getting off and we'll get back to it. Like I'm doing my robo, like, brain stream right now, but I think about it like the way I look at it is like, think about cultures who like to eat things that are alive, right? You look at some Asian dishes and the things are wiggling on their plate. And let's say you presented that dish to a little kid and it was fun for them. They had it on their birthday and then they had it when they grew up. And then when they're 20 years old and they presented with this dish with swirling things on their plate, they associate that with positivity and they're like, my favorite. And they throw that shit in their mouth. If you brought me out a plate with squilly shit, I'm going to be like, oh, fuck. Oh, I'm going to puke. No fucking way. I'm probably going to get upset because it's alive. And I'm like thinking of all kinds of other shit. Now, am I genetically predisposed to not like it? I probably would like it if I was raised in a different culture. And so I think about that sometimes when it comes to like pansexuality, not to say that nobody's straight and stuff like that, but I'm like, I wonder how many of us are straight due to conditioning and not due to genetics. Right. You know what I mean? No. And so when you look at historical, just going back to the comment, when you look at historical cultures that predate Christianity, that predate Islam, that predate whatever societies began to be built around these ultra conservative, anti-homosexual things, you saw there was a lot more homosexuality, you know what I mean? And actually, last thing I'll say is they might not even been homosexuality. You know what I mean? It could have been like the tweet said. Oh yeah. Just not missing out on great head. Yeah. When you're done, I'm not really into you like that. I want to spend the rest of my life with a woman. I'm straight. but I appreciate it, homie. I owe you one later. You know what I'm saying?
Like, I got you on the next go around. I got
because
you.
It's like, I mean, like, what is it? Well, of course it feels good. Why the fuck would I say no? You know, or some shit, you know? But anyways, I don't know. I think about shit like that sometimes. I wonder how many people would actually be pan if we had a different culture.
Well, you know, here's the thing. I think
so confusing. My bad.
No. No,
it's about what City is Black. Like, so confusing. Like, all right, my bad.
Oh,
see, sometimes you let me run, and people are like, man, this dude's good. I don't know where the fuck he's going with this.
No, I follow you because I mean, for me, I kind of like we use the food analogy. I was already on board because I was thinking to myself, if someone has sat a plate of octopus, like live octopus, in front of me, growing up the way I have grown up, I'd be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm good. Like I would be very disgusted. But but thinking of it in terms of sexuality and things of that nature, I also grew up around gay people. I grew up around drag queens, transgender people, lesbians, bisexuals. I grew up around a lot of different types of people of different sexualities and genders. So to me, like it was kind of that thing where like. You know how people always make the joke, oh, everybody's got that one gay cousin or that one gay uncle or that one lesbian aunt or so and so and so forth. And I even saw someone point this out in the chat, and it's something I've said for a long time, is that you can look. I mean, I don't want to put you out. I don't want to put you out. But no, I just my whole thing is I personally I don't have any leanings towards homosexuality. There was a time when I was in high school where like I wasn't really certain about myself, and it was one of those deals where because you deal with a lot of emotions when you're a teenager. And, there would be people who, like, there were guys that, like, I was super duper close with. And it wasn't like we were kissing or anything or anything like that, but I loved them. But not like that. Like, it was one of those things where I wasn't sure whether it was, like, familial love or romantic love. And as I kind of, like, compartmentalized it to myself, I was like, oh, it's just familial love. I love you not like a friend, but as if you were family. And sometimes that shit can be confusing. Like, when you're a teenager,
you were
like,
in a safer place enough. You were in a safe enough place to be able to think like that.
Yeah, no, because it was like, for me, my family, I mean, actually, let me not tell no whole ass lies. My family was not the most, like, progressive family. Like, my mother was really cool. And, like, a lot of my close, more, like, immediate family was cool. But let's be real. I had some homophobic, like, aunts and uncles and cousins and great grandparents and shit. But the people who I actually thought really mattered didn't care. So, like, for me, I had the luxury of being able to think about it and talk about it out loud without really being judged. And, like, once I kind of sat down and thought about it, I was like, I'm as straight as they come. Because I was like, I don't really have any... Like, I don't have any, like, romantic feelings for any of these people. I do love them, but I don't love them in the way that, like, I love my wife or,
right.
Or like a girl I dated in high school. And it's not to say that, oh, that makes me so much better than everybody else. No, it's what you like. You may be curious or confused, but, like, all it really takes is to kind of sit down and really... if you are allowed to think about it. Not everybody has that privilege. But the people who do get those opportunities, I say take them because you learn a lot about yourself. Like, cause
absolutely.
Yeah. Cause I remember there was a dude that I went to school with who like was super duper in love with me. And it made me like feel real awkward. Cause like not because I was like, oh my God, stay away from me, gay guy. No, it was awkward because I didn't know how to tell him that I wasn't interested. Right. And once I figured out that, like, it wasn't going to break his heart or hurt his feelings, and that, and he kind of helped me understand, actually talking to him helped me understand that I was heterosexual, not, to any fault of his own, but just like, he was kind of trying to figure his shit out. I was trying to figure my shit out, and I was like, okay, cool. We now know we both know now between the two of us, you're gay, I'm straight, and I still love you like a brother.
Yeah.
Like there's no hate, there's no animosity. I'm not gonna like be like, ooh, don't touch me. You know, I don't want to catch your gay. Like it's not none of that. But all of that was,
aggressive relaxing has a good point though.
Mm-hmm.
What was that dude Dick Grayson? Because have y'all seen the people in these universes? Everybody talks a big straight game until Dick Grayson is smiling on you.
Hey, look, let me tell you. Okay, so look.
I mean, he picked up, so I guess I don't know. I guess you never know.
Well, no. I will keep it at that. I will keep it 1,000,000%. I'll keep it 1,000,000%. Do I ever like okay, so and this is also kind of a part of why I actually questioned myself when I was a teenager. When I was like 13, 14, 15 years old, is because I could look at a man and be like, that man's handsome. That man is attractive.
Yeah.
That was actually what made me question myself. But it was one of those things that it wasn't that I was like actually like, oh yeah, that dude's so hot, I want to get with him. It was more just like no, I can recognize that someone is a pretty person or a handsome person or someone that if I had those those romantic types of feelings for, yeah, I could see myself doing that sort of thing. But no, just like I can look at a guy and be like, nah, man, that's like, dude, he's handsome. You know, that or that dude is he's dude's very attractive guy. Like, but
I'll be honest with you. I'll be dead ass. I couldn't do that until my 30s.
Yeah. I mean,
and before that, I would say here was the ready. You can tell he gets bitches. That was all you were gonna get from me. You could that dude pulls. You know.
Oh no, dude, he's closing him down.
Yeah. Not more than me though.
Yeah, no. He didn't get the word me though.
Well, now I'd be like, and that's a good looking dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Well, it's and I want to point out something because Jasmine says something here that I actually think is really telling about where we are as a culture, and how sometimes we regress.
Yeah.
Jasmine says it's funny how times have changed. As someone in their 20s who has seen the strides made in LGBT rights, I get surprised by homophobia sometimes. It's like it's
for
like
real.
It's crazy because like I feel like for as much as the chuds and anti-SJW, I don't even know if people even say anti-SJW anymore because it's such a SJW is such like the word has no cachet anymore.
It's falling out like woke's about to fall out.
Like it's
they gotta
the
keep
anti-DEI crowd, those guys. But no, I feel like we've kind of reached that point where which one is it? Which one is it? Is it the gay agenda is being pushed on everybody and that we're just making everything gay because it's okay for everything to be gay? Or is it because we are having more gay representation to try and help people understand that being gay is not bad? Like, which one is it? Because it can't be both.
Yeah.
Like, it can't be both. Like what was it? I was watching this one comic, and they were talking about how, like, they're like, I didn't know, like, there's a gay agenda. Like, no one told me. Like, I don't, like, no, are there meetings? Because, like, I've not been invited to any of them. Like, there was, like, it's like, and that's kind of thing. It's kind of like the black agenda. Well, I'm black, so if there's a black agenda, ain't nobody told me about that shit. Like, ain't nobody clued me in.
Yeah, the same people who want to say there's no monolith and then tell you how black people should be acting.
Yeah, it's like,
yeah, right.
Wait.
Bone Factory said Robo made me question if I was gay. Look, quick story.
Yeah, go ahead, shoot.
First of all, I need everybody to look at Bone Factory's PFP. Okay, just take a look at it. And I cannot remember for the life of me what Bone Factory's last username was. It wasn't Bone Factory, and I do this. I got a bad habit. I have an idea in my head of who you are, and then I just take that as a okay. And I was just like, yeah, this dude, yeah, he's gay. He's, whatever. And I said something, and he when I was streaming last week, and he's like, oh, my wife was laughing, and I don't know how to keep shit in my head. I swear, dude. Like, I'm not being ableist. I really do think I'm like low-key autistic, because a normal person would be like, oh, inside your brain, you're like, oh shit, I thought he was gay. No. I'm like, your wife? Why'd I do that shit?
He's like, wait, he's like, what you mean?
Why'd I do that shit? For some reason, I thought Sig Fang was white. No reason. None. It's just my brain created a white person. And he said something about how his mom they made him wear a dashiki. I'm like, dashiki? Sig Fang's like,
what you mean, dashiki?
I'm like, why do I keep doing this? Why can't I just keep that shit in my own head? What is wrong with me?
I mean, look. I can definitely say there are moments where like sometimes like you have like a picture in your head of something or the way that like something is supposed to be, and then when that gets shattered for you, you're just kind of like, huh.
Okay.
That's my response. That's how I respond to shit. I'm just like, huh. Like that's what like if you ever hear me say that, like just know that is the sound of my universe as I know it crumbling in front of me. Like just like it's just like you know how like when everybody was like dying in Infinity War with the Thanos snap, that is what my universe is doing. Like my universe is just like, I don't feel so good, Mr. Stark. And just, that's what my universe is doing. If I'm ever in your presence and you just hear me go, huh. That is what has just happened. That is what has just happened. But no, but here's the thing though. You know what I like about our day and age though? You know what I love about our day and age is that people feel comfortable enough to be able to say what Bone Factory just said.
That's right. That's what's up, yeah.
and know that they are in a place where we're not judging them. Like that's what that's my shit. Like that's the shit I'm here for. That's to me, I eat that shit up. Because you know what? That's how it should be.
Yeah.
That's how it should be. It's like, dude, of course.
Agent Black, you're late. You're late. He's not gay. Kenneth C. Bridgewater, $2. That is the line. I'm telling you, everybody had it. I saw somebody else say something too. It says, there it is, Jerome. Back in the day, we call him a pretty boy. True.
That is true. That is true.
Like, okay. I mean, where you going out to? Why you always dressed like you about to like take somebody out on a date? I'm like, that was the way to like low key clown you and be like, I really like what you're wearing right now.
Yeah.
And you are an attractive man, so I'm gonna make fun of you for being a pretty boy.
Yeah, no, it was schoolyard shit. It was schoolyard shit.
Yeah.
It was schoolyard shit because it was the way like, you know, and I don't condone this behavior because I actually had to teach my daughter about this and kind of warn her about this type of shit is that I was like, because there was like when she was in first grade, there was this little boy that was constantly fucking bullying the shit out of her. And then one day, like we just kind of sat down and talked about it. And I was like, what exactly is this kid doing to you? Like, I want to know because I'm trying to determine whether I need to have a conversation with the teacher or if I need to bypass the teacher entirely and talk to somebody's parents before I end up catching a case. Let's just put it like that. And then she started explaining to me and I was like, huh. I was like, he's always looking for excuses to like say something to you. It's like, yeah, he's like always coming around. Like, even when I'm not like, I'm minding my own business. And I was just like,
likes you.
I was like, I sat her down and this is exactly how I explained it to her. I was like, sirs, I'm going to preface everything I'm about to tell you right now with, this does not make it okay.
Right. His parents failed him.
I was like, his parents failed him. And I was like, he likes you. And she was like, huh? And I was like, he has a crush on you. I said, and I explained to Liz, I said, you know how you have a crush on BTS? And she was like, yeah. He likes you the way you like BTS. But the problem is where you like BTS, and when someone talks about BTS around you, you're like, oh my God, I love BTS, and and I want to dance, and I want to listen to this song, and that's... He doesn't know how to express that. So in order to get your attention, he's being mean to you because for whatever reason, the way he was raised, he thinks that this is the way to get you to like him.
Mm-hmm.
And it's probably because he witnessed this from his parents. His parents may or may not have an abusive household, whether it's physical or verbal, probably more likely verbal, maybe a little bit of both. And I was like, and it's not necessarily his fault that he is this way. However, this is not okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and if he makes you feel uncomfortable, you need to let the teacher know.
Yeah.
And if the teacher won't do anything, you come tell me. And then I'm going to do something.
Yeah.
And I said, we'll all have to have this uncomfortable ass conversation. So yeah, it is like, I don't even know how we even got there on that. It was a thing that kind of came to mind. But
Animal said, do you see the story where the father jumped his daughter's bully?
Oh, I did see
daughter's
that.
bully's dad.
Yeah, I saw that.
Wild.
Yeah, I actually saw that.
I don't know if I'd jump anybody.
Oh, but I talk my shit.
I would address it. And if he
yeah.
wants to go there, we can go there. But
oh yeah,
when I think jump somebody, I'm like, taking out the trash.
Oh yeah, it's like oh man, there he is, and then like a shake.
Yeah.
But we got one from Kennedy Bridgewater. The y'all says that is the line.
yeah.
I mean, it. Look, here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I want to make sure that, because I don't want any, because sometimes messages, you get lost in translation for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Here it is. Here it is for me. If it is not obvious, you are if you are a person who is gay, lesbian, bi, pan, trans, asexual, whatever part of the LGBTQA plus spectrum, you non-binary or gender fluid, whatever it is, wherever it is you fall, you are within a safe space as far as I'm concerned.
Mm-hmm.
And I think and I'm pretty sure the same goes for Robo as well.
Nah.
He's like,
nah,
not me.
I ain't with that gay shit. No.
he's like,
of course.
No. But no, it is because you and I both like we're I think we are in a place where none of that stuff really like phases us. It's not like a oh no, man, keep that to yourself.
It's good to be where we're at right here. I like it. Like sometimes I miss being 28, 30, right? I miss that. I feel like that's where I was peak physically. It's like, health problems aren't there. You're not a kid. You're old enough to be respected, et cetera, right? But there is a level of security that I have here at 43 that I just like, that I didn't have at 28. And yeah, I don't really give a fuck what any of these people talk about anymore.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
By the way, Chris, we're not ignoring you, but I'm correct me if I'm wrong, Blerd, but Blerd is having some serious technical difficulties. So
I mean, I
think we might be holding on.
I told him if he wanted to jump in, he could. I mean, he never. I told him. I said, hey, do you? And then we'll act accordingly from there. But
I'm just waiting for him to jump in. All of a sudden, this shit goes what?
Well, no, the only reason. I mean, I was under the impression he was gone somewhere or doing something. So that was
CE roused. Go to your doctor. Have them check your levels. And get them injectables.
Yeah, dude.
Because I say fuck nature. I'll wear glasses if I need them.
Yeah.
And I'll take testosterone shots if I need them.
Yeah.
Your boys, bloop, legally, bloop.
Oh yeah.
I'm saying.
And I mean, let's be real.
I can't look this sexy naturally. Come on.
No, I mean, I know I can't. I know I need work. But I mean, my whole thing here is, for me personally, I think most of us, if not all of us, here are grown as a motherfucker. You can do whatever you want. I mean, as long as you ain't hurting nobody. Yeah, don't hurt anybody.
Yeah. That's 100%.
Like that's like
100%.
my stepson. My stepson when the time came that he came out to us, told us he was trans, and I don't think that the response that he was hoping for came out. It was just kind of a okay. We're like, there's no problem. I was like, there's no I was like, judgment-free zone. I was like, we're cool with it. There was no like, no, well, you got to get out. We can't be no damn trans around here. Yeah, it wasn't nothing like that. And I think he was kind of, for whatever reason, I don't know why. But I guess that's kind of a legitimate fear that every child probably has.
Yeah.
But like it was one of those things where I think like his fears were unfounded, and he didn't really know how to respond to that. But I mean, I was like, hey, as far as I'm concerned, I was like, you're grown now, so I was like, like, you can make your own choices, and I was like, whatever choices that you make, I just hope that you make them for you. Like, don't make them for me. Don't make them for you. I was like, you don't have to try to pretend to be somebody that you're not. Be you. Be the best you can be for yourself, not for me.
Can you imagine being the kids of these people out there?
Oh,
like that Tyrone Magnus dude. Can you imagine being like the kids of these types of people out there and and you're gay? Dude, that's the shit that's super sad.
Check this out.
That is just that breaks my heart.
I'm actually glad you said something about that, because it actually reminded me of some things you curated for us that just make me.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if we moved back. I was fine with that. I was,
no, they make me smile. They make me not because I like them, but because they make me. They just make me realize that Tyrone Magnus is a target-rich environment. Like, he's a target-rich environment.
I don't know who's dumber. I actually watched the whole video I gave you clips to.
Mm-hmm.
That dude struggles to read. Like, he's like, so sometimes I think like the grifters, it's their audience who are the actual dumb ones, right? Because he's just doing what they need, right? And then I'm like, nah, I think you're dumb too. I think you're actually stupid.
Yeah.
And some of the shit is just like, okay.
It's like, man.
But yeah, let's check some of these out. We're at the end of this. We're at the end of this, and we're gonna watch some Tyrone Magnus. He finds out about this. He sees the headlines and says, "Oh, time to make another $1,000 on this video." And this is how this shit goes down. But if you ain't figured it out, if you're like if you came in late, look, here's the bottom line: is nope, they didn't say anything about it. They didn't call him gay. They said that they're gonna interact with different people in different ways. That Naue and Yasuke are going to be different people and have different interactions with people, even romantically. They didn't even hint. You got to stretch. You got to pull something. If you, I hope they stretch before that reach. But the fact of the matter is that this shit is whack. But let's hear it. I'm sure the way that he brought it up is gonna be totally normal. Oh shit! What's up,
look! We got a cipher. Oh wait, there he is. I'm not gonna lie. The way you were sitting there, I thought you were just sitting there being very patient. I was like, dude, look at him. He's like patient as a motherfucker. He's like, nah, man, I'm gonna let y'all cook. Yeah. I was like, oh no, he's frozen.
T-Street says that you have to have your head shaved to be on the stream, though. So.
Oh,
it is shaved. This is just a really good wig.
He's like, wait. Is this like the Mighty Keith wig with where it's like hanging halfway off his head?
Exactly. Just to hold it in place.
Oh my God. Also, I love this gay reveal letdown stories are the best. Expecting a fight and you get a party. And here's the thing, I actually was shocked because so we had two reveals. So first, before the trans reveal, my stepson was like, hey, I'm non-binary. And I was like, the only confusion was like at the time, I didn't know what that meant. So like the look of confusion on my face was like,
fuck is that?
I was like, so are you like...
You hate ones and zeros? It's like an anti-computer thing?
Yeah, I was like, so are you gonna change your
No,
name
Robo.
to like a bunch of dashes and zeros and like are you is your name like just Wingdings now or some shit? And they were like, no, like I just don't identify as either male or
reject gender,
female.
yeah.
I reject gender. And I was like, okay. And like, oh, and well, technically it was 3 because they also in the same breath in the same conversation, and they were like, I also think I'm gay. And I was like, oh, say, okay, so that I totally get. I was like,
speaking my language.
So like, so at that moment, I was
would have
like,
hated me as a dad, and not because of bigotry.
right?
I would have been like, "How are you gay if you don't have a gender?
Yeah,
who you gay for?"
So
I'm like,
that was
Dad, I'm trying to come out to you. I'm just saying, it don't make any sense. You can be where you want. You're welcome.
So no lie, that came later.
Okay.
Because like they it was mostly because this is the kind of family we have. We fuck with each other. Like fucking with each other is kind of like a love language type of deal for like you know, all of us do. Even my daughter gets in on it. And she is a savage. So we actually had to like sit her down a couple of times, but honey, you can't say that to your parents, okay? But I was like, all them little kids out there, you could totally say it to them. But no, like
that was a nice way of saying that's funny. The way you said that just now, literally the same thing as saying, I ain't one of your little friends.
Yeah. It was a really nice way to. Well, it's funny too because I remember when my son, my stepson was doing the going through that I guess transitional period before discovering that they were trans. It was kind of funny because there were times where he would be like, oh yeah, no, he's like, I'm like, he would constantly make jokes about being like super gay and stuff like that. And I was like, well, technically I don't see how, because I mean, you ain't got no gender. I mean, it don't really matter to you. I was like, I said personally, I think you're just pansexual, but I mean, you just do you. Because I was like, because I would even point out sometimes like, well, I mean, technically you do date both, so I mean, I don't know. But it was never like a bigot thing.
My
it was
definition
like a
of gay,
with you thing.
My definition of gay, which totally matters as a straight dude.
Totally.
Straight dude.
Our opinion matters.
What I have to say on this topic is very important. But I feel like for the only way for an MB to be gay is like I'm only attracted to other MBs, right? Isn't that about?
Yeah, you know what? Honestly, because that's kind of you know what, and in some ways, that kind of
you have a gender. That's gross.
It's like, I'm sorry, but look, I'm not attracted to people who like are like a 1 or a 0.
Subscribe to the binary.
Yeah, I mean, like it's kind of like kind of like I guess what would be like for gay and lesbian people, like the term breeders. That would be like the same, like the genders. Oh, okay, you're one of those people. Okay, but
that was crazy.
What?
Oh no, my dad once told the whole family that I was gay. Like he was being dead ass. Also, he was saying it very condescendingly. You know what I'm saying? Like when I used to live in DR. Oh, he's gay as fuck, right? Ooh, told the whole family, and like it was true. People were asking me like, "What the fuck, yo? Jesus gonna, I don't know, murder you or some shit, right?" Only because I had a male friend. That's literally it. I had my best friend, still my best friend to this day, right? Because I was hanging out with my friend. I won't like being the zoo, play basketball together. We play video games together. My dad just lost his shit. Told the entire like
because you had a best friend. I mean,
that is
like
wild.
And if you ask me like, what were you guys doing? Like literally nothing that was like even remotely so, because I was
like sex, sex a couple times, but not even like that many times.
Gray head.
Yeah.
Just one time, right? Like,
wait a minute.
He was
What's
missing out
between friends.
That's what I'm saying. Like stress relievers, right? We were each other's shoulder to cry on. And shoulder means dick, right? But no. But he legit told the whole family, And I remember like he called my mom from Jersey, right? Talk to your son. I'm not raising no gay, insert slur here. And I was like, she called me and it's like, how, like, so what is your father talking about you being gay? And I was like, I have no idea. I have a friend and I wasn't hanging out with the family no more.
We dabbled.
Damn.
Deck it out. My bad.
Dick it out?
Deck it out. We dabbled.
Is it dick it out?
Yeah, we did a thing. We did a thing.
Yeah.
Just
like,
the
yeah,
tip,
I mean,
man.
like,
Just the tip.
what
Crossfire.
is-
You got a friend? Fuck yeah. Not in my house.
By the way, fun fact, not a lot of people know this. It's only gay when you make eye contact.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is.
You
Okay.
know what it is?
This explains. No, dude. Honestly, this explains so much.
Yeah.
But no. I guess.
Let's get these videos. Let's get these videos.
Yeah, let's get these
going.
videos. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this up. It should still work just the same. So here, let's go to here.
I was waiting for some type of announcement like this for this game.
His voice gets deep.
I was talking to a buddy last night.
Hold on. Pause it.
And he
So
said-
that's how he starts off the stream.
Okay.
That's how he starts off the stream. I was waiting for this announcement. So he must have read it then. Right? You would think.
No. You can't convince me. He read it.
No.
No,
Yeah,
he
'cause
had
he
to
was
have read it.
waiting for this announcement, and now he's like, "Oh, time to do a video."
Right? No,
video.
Yeah, no, he had to have read this. There's
Yeah.
no way. Okay, first off, I refuse to believe that Mr. Tyrone, everything is woke Magnus. He read it. He did the research.
I mean, he struggled with it. It took him a little bit.
Thank
Thank you, Bird Nerd. I thank you much.
man.
Have you noticed that his lips don't match?
I don't know what's going on. There's something about this dude. I just don't understand how they all look the same.
Dude? Oh my god!
Like it's just weird. Like it's like I feel like this. Like he looks like he has a mustache with no mustache.
We had a chief just like this. You know what I'm talking about? That was your boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Be fair.
He's like, oh, wait a minute.
He kind of was for a little bit. and
He's
then
like,
he
wait a
got followed.
minute. He's like, wait a minute. He's like, I don't appreciate that.
At least he thought so anyway.
He thought so. God damn. Anyway,
You weren't in my life to warn me.
he's like, ain't this about a bitch?
Look, this
Turn
dude
that
looks like he has potential. And
He got potential.
I just need to know why he looks like this. Why they all look like this.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
this is a gas leak. This is something in the water.
What I'm saying.
No, this is
It's
100%.
genetic.
It gotta be.
Can I say Trash Panda on stream?
Yeah. Trash Panda's a thing.
Oh well, yeah, but
Yeah,
like,
I get it.
The synonym.
Right.
Oh, no, I mean, you know what? I tell you what, I'll say it for you. No, he's straight up. He's cooning. He's cooning. He's
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm just making
he's
sure because
cool.
I don't want to like get the demonetization. Like, hey, yeah.
I mean, I'll say it, and then they can fight me on it. I'm like, it's our word. Thank
I was
you.
trying to figure out what was happening. Right. I'm like, damn, did Blerd just take Chris's black card?
No.
This is real life. You don't say that shit. I'll say that shit.
I didn't even look at it that way.
He's like, damn.
Fucking BBL.
Man,
When you
Fucking
get
BBL
your
jersey.
I'm just an outside observer. Look,
When you get your
I'm not trying to
dreads
start any
back.
drama.
when you get your
Yeah,
dreads
bro.
back, no, I'm joking. I'm
You
joking.
get you get them locks back. You know, we won't be so confused. You know what I'm saying?
So you use Kendrick Lamar euphoria me? We don't want to hear you say no more.
Hey.
You don't want to hear you say nigga no more. Let me adjust the brightness on this shit because clearly we're confused.
He's like, wait a minute. He's like, man, this shit making me look way too light, man. Man, fuck this.
Yeah.
Oh,
there it is.
there it is. Okay, yeah, okay. You can say it now. You can say it now. He can say it now.
It's
Is he
a
cool?
sad thing that at first Tyrone wasn't always like this, but later on he gained more followers. You know what? I see that a lot.
What's
I see
that?
that, and with Surrey, sad thing is Tyrone wasn't always like this, and then he started getting followers later. What
Yes.
happens is they figure out, and this is just the truth. You know what I mean? If you don't think it's true, it's cope. It's cope. It's just literal cope.
Yes.
There is an audience for it, and there are people who have zero principles and zero problem with saying, you know what? I have figured out how to tap into this shit. Like,
Yep.
why do you think Sexy Red said what she said about Trump? Why do you think Amber Rose said what they said about? You think they give a fuck about politics? Do you think
Nope.
they give two fucks about the policies that they don't give? They don't even. They
Look
don't
at
give
Doja
a
Cat.
fuck.
No,
they
they
give
don't
a fuck.
care.
Doja Cat is co-signed too.
Yeah, Doja Cat was on a whole what's it called?
Pro
Zoom
Trump?
call. No, she but she was also like on a whole Zoom call with a bunch of white supremacists
Yeah.
working for them and shit like that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
While they were
shit, I didn't
saying
know that.
whole
Damn,
types of
that's
degraded,
wild.
fucked up shit. You know what I mean? Like it was. Yeah,
But-
look it up.
but they-
Also,
but
what was
they
that?
don't.
Didn't she have that
If
one
you're-
song
if
too?
you-
Didn't do, or something like that shit. That was like, and people called her out because like it was actually a term that used to be used for black people. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I didn't do nothing, like that type of shit.
Oh,
Yeah. No,
That's why I don't fuck with the bitch.
like she doubled down a couple times on like problematic shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
Yeah.
why every once in a while. That's why she will post some wild, you know what I mean, new like a nip slip here and there just to get people to shut the fuck up. Like
yeah, because
so-
it's like, hey, throw him a bone,
Look,
But,
all I'm saying is that when you're irrelevant, right? When you face irrelevancy,
yeah,
saying the normal thing, right? Like a
Mhm.
celebrity saying, "I think genocide is bad. I think that all like this many dead people are bad, right? I think that we shouldn't be racist, right? Like that's normal." And let me tell you something: nobody hits headlines from that. Nobody, zero. But if you say, and you know what? That Trump dude's actually pretty dope. You know, like,
yeah.
I get it. Everybody's talking about me. Shoo. You know what I mean?
I mean, I could easily see where like I don't think I have the audience for like I don't have the like, but if it's one of those things like if I did it, I probably would blow up too. But I have principles.
100%.
Like I have
100%
principles.
you would.
Like if I
You would
flip the
lose.
script,
Yes.
oh yeah. Oh no, I would lose
Yeah.
subscribers. Don't get me wrong.
You would gain way more than you lose.
Right. But the thing
Yeah,
is
you
that
probably drop about 50%. You
Yeah.
drop about 50%. You gain about 300. Easy.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
but-
yeah, and then you'll see a lot of those DMs say, "I used to follow you," but
Yeah.
then you start pandering to the right, and that this time you can't refute it.
Oh no, because you know what? I actually get that now, but not because like not for the right. It's the other way.
Oh, that's why.
Well,
That's why I bring it up.
Now,
You know what I mean?
now
Because
you're an extreme leftist.
Oh yeah. Because one guy like, man,
got 'em, boys.
I've been watching you for a long time, but I feel like you've been kind of leaning more and more to the left. And one day I'm just worried you're gonna go extreme left. And I was like, man, you do not watch this channel. I was like, don't tune in for any new videos because I was like, man, nothing recent or nothing
You don't want to
like
hear you say.
yeah, nothing within the last like 5 years, pretty much almost the majority of the time I've been doing this. I was like, please don't tune in. I was like, you're gonna be very angry once you realize how wrong you are. I am already there. But anyway, let's carry on.
By the way, the way you paused this video, he looked very interested in everything we had to say.
oh yeah, dude, he's like ooh.
He's like, oh my God, these guys are spitting.
He's like, ooh,
These
Piece of
blacks
candy.
know what they're talking about.
Oh my
man,
God.
look, these jungle bunnies over here, they're cooking. But no, anyway, let's let him go. Let's let him go.
Everything going on, and he's a huge X-Men and Wolverine fan. So he's talking to me.
Okay, first off, I don't know what this has to do with this. That's the part I don't know. Like when because I actually watched this one, it's like, okay, we're talking about Assassin's Creed. What the fuck does this have to do with like Wolverine and X-Men? Like, are you using this to try and get like so basically what you're doing is you're doing the thing that like people like Joe Rogan do, where like they come up with some bullshit ass anecdote, like, yeah, man, I was talking to my friend the other day. The friend, okay, first off, let me. Oh, wait, wrong one. Oh wow, wait, it went away. Where did it go? The thing went away. No.
Oh shit!
There it is. But no, I was like, where did the thing go? I was like, oh my God, I broke it. But no, the friend doesn't exist. The friend does not exist. The friend is not real. It's a made up story. This is anecdotal bullshit. I just want to make sure I'm clear when I say that. But no, So his anecdotal story, this whole anecdote here, the person he's talking about, he has to point out that this person is an X-Men and Wolverine fan. So that way, this has some level of like credence. This person has some sort of nerd cred. Therefore, his story is valid, even if it doesn't actually like have shit to do with shit. But anyway, carrying on
about what's going on and everything.
We've been pausing.
He's like, but you know what? Not everything is woke. And I said, oh, I know that. But if you look at where these...
First off, no, he's lying. He does not know that. He does not know that.
Yeah. His voice doesn't even, like, the tone he decides to take there doesn't even make any sense.
No.
Like, it doesn't match, like, the story he's telling. He's like, and then I was like, I know that. And it's like, because what are you about to say?
Oh, he's about to say
some more. Wait, what?
Why
does
does it
you
feel
say
like...
it like that earlier? Like, why'd you say it all dramatic? Like, you didn't even say anything crazy afterwards.
I just figured it out. You know what he sounds like? You know that fake shit guys do when they try to fake the "I just woke up" voice when the shorty calls them?
Yeah. It's like, yeah, man. I
just been waking. I just woke up.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie. Whenever I'm sick and I have like a deep voice and it's all raspy like that, I'm like, I wish I was like this all the time.
I'm shitting like that. If I'm sick and my voice sounds like that, you will see me live.
I need to hurry make some videos real quick.
yeah, right. Like, okay, I don't wait. Is it like it's a timer on it? You got to use it up before you lose it,
right?
But
there's a power up and shit. Like,
yeah, and then it runs out. You're like, damn it!
And then back to my number. No, damn it! God damn it! I waited too long.
That's how I sound like when I speak Spanish. Actually, I've been told.
Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah,
my Spanish goes lower.
Really? People say that my voice, like my voice English and Spanish, it sounds like two different people, and my Spanish voice is a lot more high pitch and more, I guess, wicked. And now I can't unhear it, and it is bothering me.
This guy. What you got? What you got? Hold on.
Let's see.
What? I figured out what it is. I know precisely why it keeps doing that now.
Oh, what happened?
I have a script that's running. And here, let me copy it real quick. Bam, done. So I have this thing. So like whenever a piece of media is done playing, it automatically hides in OBS. And because this background is technically a video, it's a part of that. So I basically just have to go in and add the exclusion. And that's basically what I'm doing right now as we speak.
That sounds complicated as fuck.
No, not really. Not really. Basically what you do is you go in, you can do it one of two ways. You can either set like each thing that you want to automatically turn off and put it in the list as like a white list of things you want to turn off, or you can flip it and make it a blacklist and exclude the things you don't want to turn off. So basically what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do this right here. Boom, we're gonna come back to this, and then we go back. See, it doesn't turn off. So I fixed it. Yay. But anyway, let's yeah.
These companies are going, the majority of them. The majority of them are. And when you could have chosen a Japanese man to be portrayed here, it shows that they are checking boxes. We already talked about this.
So here's the thing I have to say about that. I wanted that clip because it shows you that it highlights the grift. Really,
Yes.
it does. This first clip really just highlights the grift, and here's why. Because the video, right, is about Yasuke's and Naoe's sexuality. Opens up the video saying, I knew it. I was waiting for this announcement. Spoiler, he hasn't read the announcement. He's just going off the headlines.
Mm-hmm.
And then his opening statement is about why did they cast up? Like, you've already done the videos. You've already talked about that. But it's a nothing story, and he has to do filler with this shit.
Right. No. That
You know what I'm saying?
that is 100%. Also, real quick, so we got one here. I think we just got one here from our homie
Mhm.
Kenneth there. Which, by the way, the previous one I didn't catch it before because for whatever reason just didn't show me at the time. I think it was like their 20th super chat. I'm so proud of them. Look at that.
Oh,
And then-
yeah.
And then we
yeah.
but we've got right here. Here, I'm gonna zoom this in just a little bit, just a little taste. Says Blerd, hit you up later. I have a safety meeting with my crew. Keep it up. Or keep it up the good. I'll catch you in the cave crew later. Hey, we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And also, don't work too hard. Don't work too hard. Don't do it. Don't recommend it. Not worth it.
Real quick though.
But no, carry on. Carry on.
No,
Yeah.
I was gonna say real quick. It's funny because a lot of people, when it comes down to this topic, and I know you guys covered it at the beginning of the shit, right?
Mhm.
It always comes back like the goalpost keeps moving, right? You guys mentioned that, but it's always weird how hard they're trying to tell you that it's just not racist. Because I received a couple comments in my last video that I did regarding the AC, and like the latest one that was just like, oh, this was like straight up says like, oh, I'm a little confused. How's it racist that we wanted a Japanese man in this game, right?
Yeah.
And all my comments that I got is about that. And then to me, the thing that always just, I guess, kills me with this whole conversation is the simple fact of why do we care? You know what I mean? Like no, like, and if
Like,
we're
what's the
being real,
point?
like even if Yasuke was completely fictional, right? Like, what is the actual point here? Because we have fictionalized characters from all, you know what I mean? We got humans in space, right? We got humans, we got super white motherfuckers living in periods in regions that they didn't really have white people. So why?
We talked about that earlier.
Yeah, so I saw the reason. The thing is, before we even started talking about was he real or not? Was he a retainer? Was he a Ronin? Like, why is the conversation even getting that far? Or why?
Right.
Better yet, why do we even have to explain it? Why do we have to be like, well, actually, he was real. Actually, he was like, why? Who cares? Like, why are we going through this much trouble to even explaining the existence of a fictionalized real character? So that's my 2 cents about this. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah. No, look,
I'm just confused.
for me, I just don't understand why people. Well, no, I know why people are expressing this kind of energy. It's because it's making them money, which moves us on to our next clip. Let's pull this bad boy up.
If they went to Africa and say maybe they were doing the Zulu tribe or something like that. However, there happened to be a Japanese man visiting at the time, and they used him instead of the African warrior. You all know everyone would lose their ish, and they'd be like, "What's going on?" So the same thing is going on over in Japan with a lot of people.
First of all,
Which not
no,
the case.
no, the fuck it's not, right? No, the fuck it's not. And even if it was, that's anecdotal anyway. Who gives a fuck?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Also, let me give you this.
Racist ass shit.
Let me give you this, because you know what? Let's insert a little something real quick before we move on to the next one.
英語では胡椒が retainer に訳されてるってことなんですかね。ちょっとごめんなさい、日本人なんで。
Basically, just to give you the gist.
The setup, yeah.
So this is a Japanese woman who's basically answering the question of, well, technically he wasn't a samurai, he was a retainer, but whatever.
Mansplained like a motherfucker.
Like, it's like, first off, like, and I don't even like why we got people here Asian splaining to Asian people?
Yeah,
like what's this?
Yeah.
Have
you seen the video before this one? By the way, sorry to interrupt you. You seen why she made this video?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. It's fucking comedy.
Oh yeah, no, it's fantastic because we got 2 different videos here. That I kind of want to jump, and I just want to run them through real quick because like they're both short.
わかんないんですけど、とりあえず辞書引いとく。安家の位に関する記述っての。
So there's no right here. We just see right here. She says right here. Says there's no actual documentation about Yasuke's title. From how he was treated, it is assumed that he was either Kosho or Bushi, which I don't know if anyone
Chinese
knows this or
practice?
not, but if you've ever heard of the term Bushido,
Bushido code.
well, Bushido, there's that. Bushi, kind of put them in the same. There you go. If you do a little word fusion, you'll kind of figure it all out. But basically it's the way of the warrior.
は武士のどちらかだと思われてるんですよね。どっちも侍。
Both of those titles are in the samurai category. Both Bushi and Kosha. As a matter of fact, one of the stories that I recently went back through reading, you hear the term Bushi come up a lot. So yeah, for the same reasons, more or
はい
less.
です。ありがとうございました。
So there's that one. Now this is the
G
other.
Martinez Mike says, I'm not gonna lie, I can't pay attention to anything he says because his breast stinks so bad.
I mean, you're not wrong. But here, I got another video for you. This one we won't really even have to like set up.
Oh no, a black samurai on the new Assassin's Creed? Japanese here, sit your white ass down. So I was scrolling on Instagram and saw this post. I went to the comment field and there were a lot of white men saying that this is cultural appropriation. And me, as a Japanese, thought, but yasuke actually existed. So to make sure my fellow Japanese people are on the same side with me, I went to X and looked it up in Japanese. And yes, they were on my side, saying that yasuke actually existed and it's funny that foreigners don't like it. In 1627, an Italian missionary, Alessandro Valignano, came to Japan with his black slave. Oda Nobunaga, one of the strongest leaders back then, liked the slave so much because he was literally the first black person he's ever seen. So he negotiated Valignano to give the slave to him. Nobunaga named the slave Yasuke and gave him the status of Bushi, and he made Yasuke his servant. So yeah, black samurai did exist. So it is not cultural appropriation. Hope this helps.
So
And then I saw a comment on one of them. It's like, thank you for confirming he was a servant. Bitch, all samurai was servants, you stupid fuck.
that's kind of the thing, and that's okay, and that's the thing. That's the thing, right there. That's the thing that actually kind of pisses me off about that whole not her video, but the response to it.
Right.
If you were a samurai, you were a servant. The only thing that really changed is that Yasuke went from being a slave to a servant, which in that particular case, being a servant in the sense of being a samurai was probably a step up. I can only imagine. But now that we've said all this, I want to go to the third Tyrone Magnus video.
Now, one thing that we've noticed is that when they are checking DEI and ESG,
Hold on. Pause.
Oh, wait.
I like this because I like to give people attention sometimes. And we're gonna listen to this. And then, what's his name? I'm scrolling up. Agent Black. Agent Black, if you're still here, just whenever we respond to this, just pretend like we're responding to you, and then it'll be
the same thing. It'll be the same.
It's not because we're afraid of the argument or having our views challenged. It's just because you keep hearing the same shit over and over again, and you just get tired of saying the same shit.
Yeah, it gets old real fast.
Double down, and they've done it mainly with our women. I've noticed that. Is that
okay? First off, our women. Okay, first off, dude, I don't even count you as black. You not like us. When you say the N word, I know it sounds wild wrong. It probably like I imagine when Tyrone says it, it don't have the soft A. It has the ER on it. Like
you can just see how he's wearing his damn hat, and you know how.
Oh yeah, no, this dude, he is not. He is not. Like first off, BBL Drizzy all day. BBL Drizzy all day with this dude. Anyway,
they will bring a black woman in.
Jasmine, I'll let you. I'm gonna speak on ESG after we're done with these clips.
Oh, okay.
Strong and all, boss, all this other stuff, and they will make her LGBTQ every time. My LGBTQ fans write me and tell me about this stuff. They cannot stand it, especially the black ones, because of them always doubling down with us. They have to be a person of color, and they have to be LGBTQ. all of a sudden, that's going to make us want to buy it. That's going to make us want to do it. Because we have to support every single thing, no matter what it is, that a person that is the same color as us does. Okay? That's not true. Every other race on this planet has a way of
That dude's breathing way too deep for me. I don't know. Like he needs to calm down. Like
this is his workout.
I love how he takes these arguments that racist white people have been saying for like past 40 years.
Oh yeah.
Right? How many people in the chat have heard, what if there was a white entertainment TV? What if there was a magazine called Snow just for white people? What if
It's called Sports Illustrated.
There was a white. Yeah, I got you. There you go. Well, what if there was a White History Month? It's every other day.
That's literally 365. You know what white history is? It's called It's called American history. That's what it is.
Yeah,
it's called social studies.
Fifth period.
Yeah, fifth period social studies every day.
Yeah, so he keeps recycling these things. And then here he goes with the whole, I have gay friends who hate this. And now here is the key. And this takes us all the way back to the beginning of the stream. It takes us all the way back to the beginning of the stream when our boy and Blerd Cohen, Bridgewater said, why are they always screwing us? And we got to keep asking, right? You got to do some self-reflection. Why do you consider being gay screwing us, right? And so listen to what he says. Listen, scroll up, click on Agent Black's name and watch. Why do we always have to be gay? Why can't we da-da-da-da-da? And it's like, why do you have that complaint for anything else? Why do we always have to wear hats? Why are we always police officers? Why are we always tall? Why are we always strong?
Why does every black person who does this shit like what Tyrone's doing, why do they always got to have a fucked up hairline? Why do they always got to have a womp-jawed ass fucking head? Why do they always got to look like they don't have any black friends? Why do they always have to be breathing so goddamn heavy all the goddamn time? Why do they always just got to have weird lips? I don't know. I mean, I could go on all fucking day.
You forgot to mention his breath.
Yeah, I was say, why do they always got to have like halitosis with the mostest? I mean, like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, I'm asking questions.
The fact of the matter is that if you look at the intersectionality between black people and the fact that black gay people exist, and that existence makes you mad, then you have a problem. That is straight up, by definition, homophobia. Straight up.
Oh, easy.
And then he said, well, why don't you care when there's that there aren't black men and black women? You should watch the show more, because I bitch about that all the time, and it's a running joke because Blerd's in a multiracial, Blerd's white, so the running joke is I say this and I always have to say not you, Blerd, right? But you're right. But here's my thing though. If we look at the fact that TV after TV after TV after movie after movie after movie has to have a mixed race couple, we know why they're doing that. They're doing it because they need to make something digestible for white people, right? And we go, wait a minute, why can't the main couple be black and black without being a for black movie or show, right? And it's like, that's in my opinion, because I share that opinion, I think it's a good point. Now tell me how that relates to homosexuality and being queer.
Well,
how does that relate?
And I'll throw you one. If you look up, there's a quote. There's a quote by Dwayne McDuffie. And he says that if you do a black character or a female character or an Asian character, then they aren't just that character. They represent that race or that sex, and they can't be interesting because everything they do has to represent an entire block of people. And another thing that he says,
you see that shit on social media.
Yep.
This shit right here taking us back. This shit right here is bringing us back.
Right?
Yeah,
how come white people never say that shit? White people, when you fucking see some white people do some bull dumb shit, like, Man, this is setting white people back. Nope.
No.
White people are the only people who are allowed to be individuals.
Well, I'll throw you one better. He also said that if you have more than 2 black people at a show, even if it's a show full of white people, well, that show is no longer a white show. It's a black show now. You have too many black people on it. If it has like if you have a show that is otherwise full of white people, but there's like 2 Asians on it, guess what? It's not a white show anymore.
Yeah.
It's an Asian show now.
You just reminded me how
Exoticism. Sometimes people don't got necks, okay? Calm down. Damn. That's fucked up.
damn.
I love it. You know what? Noted. He's like, well, here we don't here. Let's get back because we still got 2 more of these. We still got 2 more of these dumbass takes to get through. Let's get through the rest of this man's very dumb takes.
And by the way, I picked these because it's easy to make fun of, but also because it's literally you can go to every other Chud channel and listen to their takes. It's the same.
It's the same thing. No, it's a thing. They go to meetings and they literally have like printout. Like it's kind of like, you know what it reminds me of? Being a Chud sounds like way too much fucking work.
Moto. You have a good one.
Hey, pimpin', be good.
Hi, Poppy.
It's being a Chud reminds me of when I used to work for GameStop. Like you had to have that weekly conference call and they'd be like, okay, so how are we going to start trying to raise these pre-orders up on how to, so we can get our numbers up on the new Assassin's Creed Shadows. Everybody's numbers are down across the district. We really need to come up with some new messaging and the way we're going to engage customers. And y'all think I'm bullshitting. If you've never worked for GameStop, they had like we would be on conference calls talking about this shit. Like what are some buzzwords or some items we can say to really push this stuff? And I promise you, that's what all these motherfuckers sound like. They are all saying the exact same thing. Like they all sat on a conference call, and I wouldn't be shocked if they all did, or they have some kind of fucking email chain, and they're all like, hey, say this, say that, bring up this, make sure you mention that. Oh, and by the way, remember to ask for the sale. Like it's that type of bullshit, okay?
Oh, that's actually fact, because I worked on GameStop for a little bit, and then aside from all that being true, the people that would just come hang out and just chill in GameStop, it was just a bunch of chuds and incels and talking about this shit. Like the amount of people I had to kick out, like y'all didn't get the fuck out of my store with this shit, right?
That supports what Susan Turpin just said in the chat. GameStop is such trash. I experienced so much sexism working there. So I mean, look at that.
I believe it.
Look at that right now.
Susan.
Hey, who said that he thought you and Tyrone were like best friends.
Psych. No. Anyway, carrying on with the video
of handling people of their own color that do good things and do bad things. You can't support every single thing that a person your color does. But if you don't on social media, they make it look like you're some type of race traitor when you're just telling the truth.
No, you're a race traitor, bud. But anyway.
But listen, let's break this down real quick. What is he talking about? Just a quick recap. He said that, if you make a black character gay, they think that you're just going to buy it because they're black. And if you don't, then you're a race traitor, but you're just telling the truth. What is the truth? What is the truth? What is he talking about?
I don't get it because I'm like, honestly, I feel like he doesn't really know what he's talking about.
Bro, he's saying being gay is bad, and just because you're black doesn't mean I'm down with it.
Well,
he'll go later and say like, "Oh, I don't have any problem with being gay, bro." You're saying it right here. You're just too much of a coward to say what you said.
No. Here's the thing, though. He said it before, but he was a coward then. Because I still
it's woke.
Where that clip comes from. It was woke. Like where that clip comes from. That clip comes from his Eternals review where he talked about how was it Brian Tyree Henry had that fucking weak ass fucking grandma kiss with his husband in the movie, and he just danced around. Like, he tried so hard to try and say that being gay was bad without actually coming out and saying it was bad, that honestly, he just came off looking like a fucking clown. I was like, dude, you remind me of little kids who are trying real hard to curse, so they say a word that sounds kind of like the word instead of saying the word. I was like, that's some fucking lame ass shit. I was like, just say with your whole chest that you think being gay is a sin, instead of like trying to dance around it, like saying like, oh, I just don't agree with it. I don't.
So I can get on to ignoring you. Yes.
Yeah. Right. But anyway,
I'm Gregory or Gregory. Trash Bandicoot. That needs to go on a t-shirt.
That really does.
Bandicoot is actually a bar.
You know what? Here,
actually a bar.
I'm writing that down. I'm sorry. I'm
writing that actually down. A bar.
I'm writing that down.
Trash Bandicoot.
That's the next shirt on the Blerd store. Like Trash Bandicoots are not like us or some shit.
I was about to say, because I like
that.
Buy it, but I wouldn't wear it if it just says Trash Bandicoot.
You're right. I had to change it. I was like, how would that shirt look?
Or
just make it and mail it to Magnus.
There you go. Yeah, I would do it. I'd get his address and be like, hey, man, here's your PO box.
Here you go.
Here, man. Enjoy. I even got it in a 3X for you, so you can. So it's not too tight. Anyway,
I want to wear that shit like ironically. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he might.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, he might, but I mean, I don't personally care because it's like I think revenge should never cost more than like $20 or $30, and as far as I'm concerned, that's well under $20 or $30 for me.
I want to sub for 2 months. I appreciate you. 2 months. 2 months is perfect.
Yes,
don't you worry.
I like it.
Don't you worry.
No, we still love you. I want to get through the rest of these largely because I really have to use the bathroom. So if I sound like I'm rushing through stuff, it is because I really want to just go use the bathroom. And that's really it.
So, I have not read this yet. But
wait, indictment.
Wait, what?
The indictment. The indictment. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Huh?
What just happened? He was waiting this whole time for the announcement. He said finally the announcement.
I haven't read it.
He had it ready.
Boo! Boo this man.
Well, the thing is, if you read it, you turn gay. That's the rule.
Was that it?
That's the rule. Like I haven't read it because I don't want to cast the gay.
I mean, that's
I'm pretty gay then, I guess.
I mean, that's facts. So I mean, if you read it, you're gay. Obviously,
here's the cure. If you listen to WAP after, you're not gay no more.
But see, wait. But now here's the thing, though. You have, not only do you have to listen to it, you have to watch the music video as well. You have to watch the actual music video, and you have to watch it at like you have to slow it down. You can't watch it at normal speed. You have to watch it like in slow motion.
×3 zoom.
Play this damn video.
No, because it says appears to confirm. If this is ambiguous and a game comes out and is confirmed, man, tell me again why they chose him. They weren't checking boxes, right, for ESG or DEI. They weren't. No, they weren't fulfilling
remember that ESG. Remember that.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because you're gonna have to school me on ESG because I think this is one of the newer ones, right?
So ESG is a man. They're jumping all over. Remember, these are all conspiracy theories. So DEI is not any like one thing. DEI.
No,
is
we
just
know what DEI is.
An effort, right? To say, hey, we're gonna try to be better. ESG lending, right? You see it in investment firms, you see it in banks, and basically it's not pushed by anybody. Even though I know they want to believe the Jews are doing this, but it's just an effort to go, hey, how do we become better? And ESG has to do with environmental, social, and somebody has to help me with the G one, right? Something maybe proper governance. I forget what it is.
Okay.
But basically, the environmental is, hey, how is our company doing with the environment? Are we getting to our carbon free? Are we doing Are we doing things correctly?
But wait,
the social.
I'm confused though. So this is not like DEI.
It's actually kind of related to DEI because the S part is talking about
Many niggas.
Sorry, I couldn't resist.
Yeah. By the way, can I just say something? I was hoping that he didn't catch the setup again.
I didn't. Nah,
I was hoping because I saw when I was watching the stream, I was like, he hasn't caught that setup yet. And then I see it now. I was like, it's gonna happen again, guys. And then boom.
I set up the first one. I said, "What did
he did? He said the first.
But so I'm sitting here. And I'm like. Oh, by the way, you want to know the difference between DI and ESG? Mighty Keith, you can have this one for free. DEI is too many N words. ESG is Jews control the banks.
Oh, gotcha. Dude, okay.
Because it has to do with loans, and it's like, oh, see, now they're controlling who gets money, and da-da-da-da. It's all conspiracy.
So what you're saying is the next Mighty Keith skit that I see, if we see him use that joke, we know he watches Nerds of Culture.
Hey,
there you go.
Hey, 10% off the top. 10% off the top.
Just saying.
He just shut me out. He's
like, so if I see it, I'll be like, hey Keith, man, you could have told me that you were a fan, man. You have to you have to pretend that you didn't know who I was. All right. Anyway.
I will hack your email just to say, hey, you want to collab with my friend just Chris Cypher?
FD already watches and he just won't admit it.
FD won't say it. Yeah, FD won't say it. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, man. FD he is actually too good for us. I think FD is actually too good for us. I don't think I don't know if he would have fun hanging out with us. I think we're his guilty pleasure.
Nah, he'd be all right. I think he would be saying shit. I would be like, and I gotta Google that.
Yeah, hold on, wait a minute. I gotta hold. Wait a minute. No. You keep talking. I'm just hold on. Let me.
Is that encyclopedia in your lap? You know that's online now. I'm like, yeah. It's easier this way.
No, I'm texting my wife. No, I'm texting my wife right now. Siri, can you tell me when? Hey, Google.
He just brought up intersectionality in a bisexual.
He's like, and I'm just like, yeah, like you know what it is. You know it's gonna be like he's gonna be moved on to like 6 other topics. And then I'm gonna be like, yeah, but can we double back to that one thing though? Because now I'm ready to talk about it. Because actually, I got my thoughts together, man. I'm ready to spit some facts, yo.
Yeah.
But anyway. Yeah. Let me
you gotta shit. Let's finish this video.
He looks no, actually, it's not even that one.
The way he was talking, I was like, oh, he shit himself already.
It's not even 2. It's not even 2. It's actually just 1. But I drank a lot of water before the stream and didn't really think about it. But anyway,
you did yourself before streams. Look,
let this man play the damn
Anyway, moving on.
I'm sorry.
You're sure about that? You're 100% sure? Okay.
I hate that.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right.
Because
if he's gay, that automatically makes it hitting the checkbox.
It's 2 check boxes. It's 2 for the price of 1. But once again, we kind of already know the inside baseball on this. We've seen it in previous Assassin's Creed games. This dude, basically, you know what it is? You know what he just did without actually doing it? You know what he did without actually, like, without saying it out loud, without, like, drawing any actual attention to the real overarching issue at hand? What he basically did is he gave us what I honestly feel is like meme material. He basically gave us in video format, this nigga don't play Assassin's Creed. This nigga don't play Assassin's Creed. That's basically what he just said. Like that all 4 of those videos were basically his way of setting this up, because the fact he's even making this video lets you know he's talking about some shit that he has absolutely positively no skin in the game on. He has no idea what it is. I don't think this dude has ever played Assassin's Creed, because if he has played at the very least the last two of maybe the last 3 Assassin's Creed games, none of what is happening here.
Yeah, you should know you could be gay if you wanted to. Because
correct me if I'm wrong. Valhalla, I think. So was the last 2 Assassin's Creed games? Was it Odyssey and Valhalla, right?
No, when you had Mirage, but Mirage was not an RPG like Valhalla and Odyssey.
It
so.
was kind of, but was Mirage more like the older ones?
Yeah, Mirage was more like 1 and 2.
Okay, so yeah, I didn't even play Mirage. I didn't, so I totally copped to that.
In Valhalla, you can be gay and or hetero, like and so same thing with Odyssey, like that's when they implemented that shit.
I think I think Origins is like of the more recent RPG style ones. I think that was the only one you couldn't, right?
Yeah, Origins was the first one that did RPGs, and it had a pretty much linear non-branching story. Like there was dialogue options, but nothing like you can canoodle anybody, anyone and anybody, right?
Right.
I think you hit the nail on the head early in the stream when you said I think they know this, right?
Yeah,
because plenty of videos have made like with Valhalla and Odyssey, like how you can hook up with this person.
This dude doesn't read comics, doesn't play the video games. It's all grift.
But okay, fair enough. But here's what I'm saying. I think what Blerd said earlier is very important. He says a lot of these motherfuckers are afraid that if they hit the wrong option, they're so afraid of not being gay. They're like, oh, if I hit the wrong dialogue option, am I gonna get my cheeks spread? That's all it is, bro. That's what it is. That's
stay away from me, gay thoughts.
It's the video game equipment that was like, I don't want that gay shit near me. Like I don't want keep that shit away from me.
Man,
you know what I mean?
Like be gay. Man, I don't want to play. I don't want to play no Baldur's Gate 3. They're gonna try and make me gay.
Hey, real quick, this is actually important. I want to make sure we don't miss this.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Shoot.
Drop Combo says, "Damn, left face looks powerful as hell today." I just want to make sure we just got that.
This motherfucker
I was you know what's crazy? I was next right now. I was like, yo, you've been working out. Them traps look huge,
bruh.
I think it's the haircut. Bruh. When I sent my picture of that, I'm not even lying. Like I think it's because I hold like that. It's just natural. I'm not.
Good shit. I'm low key.
Like I wish the rest of my body matched my traps, but I mean, I'll take them.
If after this video, I will see you like one of those alpha male podcasts talking about workouts and natties and financial guru shit. I was like, you fit the bill.
This guy. We got Daryl here with the $10. Says, man, fools say this, and we literally had a white savior in Black Panther films. Wakanda could have fallen if it wasn't for that agent, and no one said much about it. But that's the thing, though, is because it depends on how it's done. Technically, you could make that argument, but at the same time, it was kind of a group effort. He was instrumental in it, but he wasn't the only moving piece to that. Like, it was technically, if you really want to be brutally honest about it, anyone could have done what Agent Ross did.
But he's talking about the other people. He's talking about
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Oh, you can't have a black guy. Like, this is a Japanese game, and now you need a black guy. Blah blah blah. White guy helping out in Africa. Sweet, bad.
Yeah. And that's kind of my thing. Though. It's like I said earlier, though. DEI is cool when it looks like them.
That's it.
By the way,
DEI when it's white. That's called as intended. Like, this shit is operating and functioning as intended. But the second you see this is DEI. Like, see, look.
Here we go again. Checking boxes. Play that last clip. Because this will tell you everything you need to know right here.
Oh yeah. Oh no. 100%. 110 million %.
This
here.
is
Let's get this video popping.
However,
do you guys think Yasuke's good looking?
Support all the other characters of color that they are putting in the right place, and they're not using to pander. If a character is not being used to pander, I support that. I don't support pandering and checking boxes. I do not at all. But I do support all people of all colors getting their shine.
I think all lives matter, that motherfucker.
Or preaching. Dude. Just entertain us. Just do it right. So everybody's happy again.
Well, this felt like he auditioned for Thanos and failed.
It's just a quick lesson on no true Scotsman. No true Scotsman. I know this pissed you off. I saw this. I'm like, ooh, Ernie's not gonna like that.
No. Okay, first of all, what's up with this like half-ass
no
like
true
Wakanda
Scotsman
Forever?
is easy. No true Scotsman is what's
up with this half-ass Wakanda Forever?
No true Scotsman. Just again, I'm sure most of everybody knows by now. Since 2016, we got really good on logical fallacies. But a no true Scotsman is a logical fallacy because it says a real X will be like this. Right. And if you're a real X, then you would do Y and Z.
Yeah.
And it works out in favor every time because when we say that, right. And by the way, both sides do this. And I hate that both sides do it, but they do. They go,
fucking
if you're really Latino, if you're really Black, if you're really Puerto Rican, this is what you would do. And then you go, that's a Black dude right there not doing that though. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then it's like, yeah, but he's not really Black.
Yeah, but he's an
That's a
Oreo.
no true Scotsman. So it's perfect. And the reason why it's so insidious is because he gets to say, I support people of color. I support LGBT in games. But not when it's pandering. How the fuck do you figure it's pandering? Who gets to decide that? You? When is it pandering? It's when you don't like something. Bruh. You know what I mean? And if you like it, then you're woke.
Every fucking well, and also real quick, I do want to shout out to because we got some love here over we got some love over here, and I gotta shout it out because
let's go.
Let's see here, let's pull this up. Dr. Midnight out here, out here with the $5 out here. We also got 5 from Raheem Jackson and LJ Brown hitting us with the, I think it was like 6 or 7 pounds, but like, yeah, because conversion rate, it was like 635, but I mean, still that
pence. We should, we just call him pence. Pence sounds way cooler.
Yeah. We'll do that. Yeah, we'll call it pence. Just not Mike
6 pence.
Yeah. No, that's exactly what it was.
Mans gave us 4 6 pence.
There you go. That's precisely what it was.
Hey, Robo, how much I gotta pay you for you do a whole stream to with a British accent?
I gotta practice.
No, but how much I gotta pay? Like, give me a dollar amount, and I'll sell you right
now. Actually, here, let me recent events. Let's pull this up because I want to see like if it actually will pull up. Yeah, here it is. I can't. I'm gonna figure out a way to like get these on here, but we're gonna do it the way we did the other ones because why the fuck not?
The way God intended.
Exactly the way God intended. We're gonna do it like this. Bam! Look at it. There we go. Right there. Says Dr. Midnight tip $5. Says white people have fantasized about being a samurai for years. When learning a Black man actually was a samurai, white people lose their minds with jealousy. And that's exactly what it was. LJ Brown with the £5 says, yay, I can finally donate all my money to Blerd rather than those thieving bastards.
There it is.
Oh,
that noise a fucked up bastard though, by the way.
It really did. Like that, it really did. So,
really
bastards. But yeah, it's, he says, are these snowflakes still crying over Yasuke being a real samurai? Me, Blerd, and all his affiliates are drinking their tears. And you know what? I'm gonna be drinking them when the game come out.
Stay hydrated.
Look, I'll be like,
I'm not assassin.
Wait, what's that? I want to get that. I need to make this. I need to take that meme and repurpose it. What's the joint where they got like the dude from SpongeBob and he's got like the cup? Is this one right here? But instead of saying thick women, it's gonna be like white tears.
White tears.
Yeah, like I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna fix this.
It has to be that color too.
Yeah,
it has to be that color.
Yes.
Not clear shit. It has to be that.
Yeah. Oh no, this is exactly what it's gonna be. It's gonna. You know what? Mark my words. After the stream, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Mark my words. And then we also got Raheem Jackson with a 5 says, "Let the church say amen." Amen. Look, hey, and also y'all know what time it is. And look, I recommend right now. When you see skin folk out there, when you see the skin folk, I don't care. I don't care if you're Christian. I don't care if you're Catholic. I don't care if you're Third Day Adventist. I don't give a shit. But you know what time it is. You say to him, man, God is good. Like, and look, and see what they respond with.
Yeah, he sure is.
He sure is. He sure is. If they say, and look, because I expect a certain callback. As a whole atheist, I expect a whole callback. I expect it, and all the time, God is like, look, all the time. If I don't get that, I'm done with it. Ain't nothing I can do for you. We also got Elite X1.
Should we be saying that online? Because I don't want people co-opting that shit, try to fucking code switch and try to patch it off. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's for us.
You know, you're like,
that's for us. That's for us.
The code.
But and also, I like this screen just a little bit better because you know what? I can just get everything all in one space. Elite X1 with the 2 says, "Get on that X Defiant."
Yeah.
Shit is okay.
Shit.
Yeah, it is out. Actually, I forgot
Elite
it was
X1.
out there. Mm-hmm.
Wait, Elite X1.
Oh, yeah, no, I know.
Okay.
No. I haven't forgotten. I have not forgotten. Also,
I did.
oh, this motherfucker. Also, we got Susan Turbin out here with the 5. Says, "This is my contribution to hear a Blerd stream in a British accent." Well, all right. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes. No, I'm just, that's not it. I'm sorry.
I gotta practice.
Yeah, I would have to practice.
Paris, look at that shit.
Yeah, dude. Paris is out here with gift, like, first off, handing out 5 Blerd Club Gold memberships. Hooking up Damaris Love, B, Susan Turpin, Alex Walker, Chicken Nuggets, and Blackuma Black. Everybody getting hooked up here, man. I love to see it. I love to see it.
Hey, I blame my ADHD. Elite, my bad. I helped edit too.
It took me a minute. I was like, huh?
This is my idea. It's literally my idea.
It's okay. You know what? I'm not. I'm not judging. I'm not judging at all. But no, that said, we do have one. We have one last thing. And here, because I actually have to pull it from here. And then we'll be able to do it.
You do that?
Go ahead. What you got?
Why you do that? I say it was my idea, but really it was I stole it from the Blerd game. So you know how Blerd and Carter they give their recs and stuff like that. But I mean, I didn't feel like doing that verbatim. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to add a segment where we take somebody and then we do a real quick, real fast and dirty indie recommendation. And the first name that came to my head, the indie god himself, the Elite X1. He'll give you. He's always in. I know he's over on the Blerd Koa side. He's in the left face side. Always just knows all kinds of shit. I know he used to work in the video game journalist industry. So I asked him. I said, "Hey, once a week, we'll play it at the end. Give your. Would you like to do a quick video on giving your recommendation for indie game of the week?" And he's like, "Bet." And let me tell y'all something. I edited just a little bit, just a little bit. This whatever we're about to watch right now, he put together like in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So y'all need to bully this dude until he starts his YouTube channel back up.
Yes.
And starts making content because he was like, yeah, okay, I'll try to put something together. And you're about to watch what he put together in 10 minutes.
Nah, stay on his ass. Because it was the first. Just to make sure I'm clear, it was the first one, right?
The first one, yes.
Yeah, okay. I was making sure. Okay, so we're gonna everyone, it is now time for the recommendation for the week. Brought to you by Elite X1.
John, isomblabele jisongongisi.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Elite X1, coming at you with the nerds of culture today. You know, one thing about me is when it comes to indie games, I always got you held down on those. So today, let's take a look at Orion Legacy of the Coriodan, developed by Kairu Games from Cameroon, Africa. Now, this game is very unique, not only because of its hand-drawn artwork and its Afro fantasy setting, but just the fact that it's an action RPG with a fighting game-centric engine. You're going to start out as Prince Enzo, who's about to be married to his fiancée Erin, and also he's about to become the king of his country, Zama. His brother-in-law actually overthrows him, and they both get exiled from their country, what leads to a journey of discovery and a lot of other anime trope-like antics. This game has a lot of action in it. There's a lot of combos. There's a lot of fighting moves. This game is like if you had Naruto with an Afro fantasy background. The game is just awesome. It was a labor of love for 12 years. This developer deserves your time. Check it out on Steam. Do not miss out on Orion, Legacy of the Cory Odon.
My man. Hook.
This,
He's trying to be humble now. Like, it was just a quick voiceover. I'm like, you don't stop your damn
This
bullshit.
Can we play Elite X1 saying the title of that video game on a loop?
Right? Smooth, right?
Did right? Oh my bro.
Oof.
Yeah, Mojo quit. He heard it. I said, first time I heard Elite X1 talk, we were playing Helldivers. And, you know, remember what I said earlier about how shit just in my head and just spit it out real quick? Because I'm sure everybody loves their accent being commented on. I'm like, dang, you country as hell, man. Mojo said he's from Louisiana. I hear that.
Oh, hey, but I love to see it, man. I fucking love to see it.
No, for real.
Dude, it's good.
When should we start bullying him about him starting content? So again, I'm just asking for
immediately.
Yeah,
I told him, I said I'll be his editor and start making those. But hey, even if he doesn't start his content, he'll be doing that shit once a week, hopefully, for as long as he feels like it. And then just
I want to start something
here and check here for indie games suggestions by LeadX1 Week.
Oh, real quick, with that being said, I don't know if this will become a thing. I would like it to become a thing, but at the end of the stream, I would like to give some people their flowers, right? Because we always end shit with saying somebody should go to hell, right? Which is awesome. I love it. But I want to before that give somebody their flowers. And today I want to give my boy Robo's flowers because the dude can edit his ass off.
Oh,
he edited two of my videos, and them shit was gas, right? And you should give yourself more credit, more grace. My boy Robo, I honestly wish you do more content for yourself, like more consistently, because your edits are actually fucking fire. And I'm proud of my editing skill. But when you do those 2 videos, I even thought, I was like, yeah, I'm not even gonna try to do this no more.
I appreciate you.
Oh,
Gotcha.
well, I will also say that yes, because for those that don't know, if you haven't kept up, there's some really awesome there's some really awesome shorts out there that are on this channel that have like been clipped out from some of our previous streams. I actually do highly recommend you check those out because both of these gentlemen have contributed different shorts, and both of them make me very proud of both of you. So I just thought I'd put that out there. I also want to say shout out to Don Heim out here catching us with the two. Let's see here. Let's pull this up so y'all can see it right here. Bam! Here it is. I'm gonna zoom it in just a little bit more so y'all can see it a little better. It says, praise Elite X1. Praise him! Get those likes up. Oh, yeah, look, I just love to see it. I love to see it. I love to see it out here. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. Next week, I plan to be a little bit more prepared. So basically, I think I said this at the beginning of the stream, but basically, I had a Streamlabs plug-in for OBS, and apparently that plugin, it does not seem to work very well if you have a pre-existing scheduled stream. It kept wanting me to make a new stream as opposed to selecting one I had already scheduled. And then I had to go and uninstall it and all this other stuff. It was supposed to be this whole big to-do. It was going to be this awesome thing where y'all would be able to see all the stuff that was popping up from both sides and all this other stuff, and it just ultimately didn't end up happening. But yeah, well, next week we'll hopefully, and by Saturday it'll be a little more uniform. I'm hoping. But that said, I still think everything went rather freaking well by my estimation. All other than that stuff. I guess. And now that we had some flowers handed out. But I'm still gonna be on my bullshit. But first and foremost, I'm just gonna say, Cypher, do you want to take us out?
Plot twist. I wasn't expecting it, but thank you so much for everybody who showed up. Sorry for being late. I'll be on time next week. You really caught me off guard. But hey, real quick, I'm your boy, Just Chris Cypher. You can find me at Just Chris Cypher. You got my boy Left Face TV. Like I said before, the dude does amazing work. I highly recommend checking them out. This was a great time, a great episode. Blerd, minus, without, no fear, the negative fear, right there. Doing. You know what, Blerd? I gotta tell you, man. I wish I had your work ethic. Just throwing it out there. This was mentioned earlier in the show, and I was like, I have to say that. But
Thank you.
Get them likes up, mi gente. Lo tigre.
And you know what? I'm gonna be petty as hell. Tyrone Magnus! You can go to hell.